Oh my god. So this is going to be... It's not going to be that long, to be honest.
As you guys all know, I'm a huge
Yeah, I have a video lined up. We're going to go into directed mode, and we're going to shoot many manglers. Approximately, um, 60 manglers.
Darius fan. Some may even call me a Darius connoisseur. Every morning, I wake up excitedly to check if Darius has posted more relatable stems. And personally, my favorite is his classic subharmonic bass.
You want to sweep the floor?
Darius is a king.
And of course,
No one
who
can
could
take that
ever
away from
forget him
Darius.
contacting the mothership stem? I still can't believe a human can replicate that noise, and it is impressive and beautiful.
Darius! Go to bed.
Darius is essentially a perfect human, and that's why a few weeks
Darius
ago
is a
when I saw
king.
Mama Darius posted a story apology for her Darius coin she launched, I was pretty heartbroken. How could Darius betray me like this? Who can the children look up to now? Are the stims just for the camera? Well, as it turns out, according to Mama D, she just launched this coin because other people were making off-brand Darius coins on a site called Pump.Fund, and she wanted to make an official one to profit from it. Now, a lot of people have argued this is okay because she's a lot older. She didn't know that Pump.Fund is the equivalent of walking down the red light district in Thailand.
Oh my god, this video. Holy shit.
But predictably, seconds after Darius coin was launched, snipers would buy up all of the supply before immediately dumping it. Now, Mommy D would go on Instagram to apologize and say she wasn't making any money from it or trying to scam anyone. And regardless of whether you think she's lying or not, or you want to defend Darius to this day like me because I love Darius and he can do no wrong, this is what initially got me interested in the absolute sewage drain that is Pump.Fund. I mean, what kind of an awful place could taint the sacred name of someone like King Darius?
Yeah,
Truly, this
nobody
place
can
had to
taint
be
Darius's
a
name.
wicked hive of degeneracy. And I mean that is pretty much what it is.
What is this? What?
Pump.Fund
I
is
forgot
the
how bad
hottest
the
new
PM9
crypto
was.
site that answers the question, how can I speedrun losing my life savings? I think a perfect demonstration to understand this site is actually if I just click on it now to see what's happening. So as we can see, we've got a lot of great coins here, like this one, the Van Gogh Pepe, which seems to be doing well. We have people saying, plank it up, don't miss the deal, lifetime boost and free comments for 0.49 Solana. Affordable and efficient. Launch your 100x meme coin with Bundler Bot. Join the Telegram. Here we've got,
Oh my
what
god.
is this even? This is just a picture of a woman that's this is just a picture of a woman they're pumping. Here we've got just a chill CEO killer, which is obviously you know, not related to real life events at all.
What the fuck?
No relation whatsoever. Here we have Pepe Grinch, or PPGR, which once again looks very beautiful. And here we've got one that I saved the other day, simply called the N-word pass, which says you can only say the N-word if you buy this coin. So in all actuality, there are a lot of funny coins there, but the site itself, like the layout, is just absolute cancer. Like by clicking on the site, your senses are just bombarded by bright flashing lights and several strange images. Honestly, it is kind of perfect for Gen Alpha when they are when they're going to this website. Their attention span will be fully stimulated while they're using their mom's credit card to buy the Chill Guy coin, which, by the way, as of today, has a $406 million market cap. Just a little fun fact for you, a pump fun fact even.
Yeah.
As with anything, I mean, the premise of this site in the first place is relatively innocuous. It's not that bad, but obviously it can quickly become controversial because it makes it easy for plebs to get power. And you know, when some individuals from the general population get power, things can go horribly wrong or become horribly hilarious. So for example, if I wanted to make Bork coin, also known as Black Twerk coin, all I would have to do is save an image, fill out a few things, mint it, and boom, it's live and you're there. But in reality, you aren't actually really making your own crypto, and everything traded on Pump.eth is actually with Solana. And Solana famously has very low transaction fees, which makes the bar for entry very, very low, which is why when viewing the site, you can see thousands of shitcoins flashing before your very eyes, and you can literally sit there for 5 minutes and you'll see 1,000 different coins. Now, for the 3 crypto knowers that view this channel, you guys may already know this, but for the other people who aren't knowers, Ethereum used to be the primary currency when it came to the crypto boom back in 2021 and 2022, with a lot of things like NFTs almost always using Ethereum. But what's made Pump.Fund so revolutionary with crypto is that compared to ETH, Solana is significantly faster, and thus it makes transactions able to be done a lot quicker. For reference, the amount of transactions per second, or the TPS, that ETH has is around 15 to 45, right? Meanwhile, Solana percent is at 65,000 transactions per second. I know it's very exciting. I'm sure all of you are jumping out of your seats right now, listening to me talk about this autistic retard shit. You're doing the Darius happy dance.
Darius, you helping, not dancing. That's the happy dance.
But a big thing in crypto, which is perfectly demonstrated by the recent Hawk Tuah coin situation, is one of the biggest problems, which is pre-sales or insider investors owning all the stock. But Pump.Fun actually has a solution to this by making it so that there's no pre-sale or team allocation. They also incentivize people to create their own coins by awarding you a whopping $80 if your coin makes it to the bonding curve. And basically what that means is that your coin has reached a certain threshold in popularity, which directly correlates to its price. So the website is rewarding people, right? The more people buy, the more the price increases, obviously. Now the problem here is that literally everyone can launch a token with a few clicks, so it's extremely competitive to try and get on this bonding curve, as there are hundreds, if not thousands, of different coins being launched every single day. So if you want to win big and become a big crypto all-star Pump.Fun guy, you're honestly at this point probably better off going to a casino and putting it all on black, because there's so much competition. A stats guy actually broke it down.
Fair.
In a single
That's
day,
definitely
when
fair.
16,000 coins were created, only 175 of those coins actually made it above the $69,000 market cap, at which point they qualified for this bonding curve. Keep in mind, that's not 175 people that got rich and retired early. That's 175 people that qualified to get $80 out of 16,000 of them.
Some crypto guy did a study in August showing that of the 16,000 coins created in just one 24-hour period, only 175 made it above the $69,000 market cap mark to qualify for an upgraded listing.
And a lot of other websites have also broken down the stats, and it's pretty crazy if you read into it. Like, you're literally better off just going to a casino. Like, you thought that was a joke at first, but no. It's just statistically true that, you know, unless you're part of this insider group and you're going to make money on the pre-sale, which is most definitely a majority of the 1% or less than 1% of people making money, you're basically just better off not doing anything on the site. But despite this fact, millions of coins have been created since Pump.Fun was launched, and it's been an absolute battlefield for people to get to the top. Or more accurately, it's been a battlefield for those trying to figure out how to scam the most money. Because you see, Pump.Fun didn't just innovate the back end with crypto tech, they also decided it would be a marvelous idea to have a live stream feature, which allowed people who launched their coins to stream themselves for anyone to see.
That's amazing.
Coin. And that produced some of the most insane clips, some of the most insane scams, and some of the funniest examples of what I would say is probably degeneracy that the internet has seen in quite a while. One of the first examples of something from this site to blow up and really be covered by everyone was from a 13-year-old child after he dropped his meme coin, which he called Quant, which is short for quantitative analysis, which used to be a job that people on Wall Street had before they were all buying the poo-poo monkey coin on Pump.Fun. And somehow, only an hour after he made this coin, he was able to grow it extremely fast, and he actually managed to sell a massive portion of it for $30,000, and then immediately flip off the live stream and make fun of everyone who invested.
Holy fuck.
You full clip.
Holy fuck. Thanks for the 20 bandos.
Now, obviously, a lot of the people who invested in this, who got rug pulled, weren't exactly happy, and they decided the next best course of action was to dox this child and his entire family. And then they got everyone to inflate the coin even more just to get back at him as like a frick you.
He sold off all of his shit, and then they make it worth more.
Lost when they got rugged. Basically, they made his position worth $2 million, but only if he had sold, you know, what they had gotten it to. But obviously, he sold before, so he missed out. So the kid saw this. He saw this drama
That's
going on.
incredible.
He decided, all right, well, it's time for my next project. So he launched another coin, entitled it Sorry, which also somehow got inflated to a crazy value. And then he also decided to rug that and make another $13,000, meaning he made 43 grand at this point. A 13-year-old made 43 grand. That is crazy.
Oh
and
my
he then made a third coin called Lucy and was somehow able to pocket another $20,000. And you know what? I think, frankly, we should forgive this kid. He's going
If
places
this,
in
yeah,
life.
if
He
he's
plays
making
his cards
money,
right.
you know,
I foresee a
I don't see
prosperous
anything wrong with
future where
that.
he scams people, you know, very similar to the
fuck?
style of Saul Goodman before getting raided by the FBI and being the cool guy that everyone likes in jail for being the kid who made a bunch of money rug pulling idiots online.
Maybe you could have said the first time, he caught you. The second time, he got you. You said sorry, you thought it was real. The third time, you deserve that one. Actually, if you bought into this, you probably deserved all three.
But this was not the end. He was not done, because after somehow tricking these people 3 separate times, they decided to retaliate with a vengeance. And they actually used his docs to create coins of his entire family to pump on the site, and they launched them under the names Quant Mom and Quant Daddy with their actual real-life
no,
pictures,
dude.
which I do feel bad for this kid, but that is pretty hilarious. I can't deny it. Provided that no one got hurt or lost their job, frankly, I think think this is exactly the type of thing this kid needs to, you know, have the fear of God struck into him. So hopefully he doesn't do this kind of thing in the future. I mean, obviously it's fucked up that a 13-year-old got doxxed and his entire family got doxxed, but you know what? Also, this little squirt made over like $50,000 scamming people. So provided no one physically got hurt or his parents lost their job, I think this is probably what the doctor ordered, even if it is like one of the most horrible cycles of anything I've seen online in a while. Now, because of this streaming feature that Pump.Fun created, the competition had changed, right? Because before it was just, all right, well, we want people to buy our shitcoins, but now people were competing for who could be the most entertaining on the site to pump up their coins and get their crypto to be sold and get the most attention, which definitely made this whole thing a lot more crazy. Like, yeah, sure, I'll buy your shitty coin if you put yourself in a dog cage on live stream. Why not? I'm feeling generous.
Oh yeah, there's a guy that was in a dog cage
like,
until he
there
gets
are a lot of people doing that
yeah, I
kind of
bet.
stuff.
Oh
a lot
no.
of it is, you know, gonna have to be censored in this video, but the site basically, because it had no real rules around what you could stream, tended to lean towards the most extreme, insane shit. You can even see in the background of this video that this guy in the cage has a goal to piss in a cup and another goal to shit in a cup at certain milestones if his coin gets to a certain amount of market
Oh my
valuation.
god.
And as it turns out, he did reach that milestone, and according to this Twitter user, the dev actually started eating his own feces while in the cage.
Oh,
I highly
no,
doubt that. I really
bro.
hope that's not the case, but who knows? Maybe he just really liked eating it, or, you know, maybe it's just for a love of the game. You know, you got to do whatever you can to get that coin up. But not all of them were going absolutely insane mode just yet, and sometimes the funniest things are also the most simple things, like this one guy who was the dev of No Hands, No Rug, who streamed himself not showing his hands until he, well, you can probably guess what happened. I think my favorite part of this whole thing is that he goes back to hiding his hands afterwards to try tricking someone that they could have like tabbed out or something or not seen it, not paid attention, right? Very clever, bro. All right, I bet no one saw that. Good job. You're figuring
Bro
it out.
is
But
tight.
that's probably the most tame stream to come out of all of this, especially compared to the next one, who is I can't believe
That
it
was
real.
slick,
A
man.
mother decided to stream live the birth of her child to pump a crypto coin. Imagine being born, then you grow up, and then you find this video of yourself being born on Pump.Fun. I think I would snap, all right? I think I would have some very funny
You'd have a
thoughts. I don't know
Joker
about you
moment.
guys, but I think that I would probably have a United Healthcare CEO moment. Rest in peace, by the way. But of course, you wouldn't have unmoderated shock content without the appearance of a certain fellow with a toupee and mustache. In particular, this guy was also cosplaying while burning the Jewish flag, which is definitely an interesting tactic to try and get people to buy your coin. I mean, it's definitely going to get some attention. And by this point, the entire site just turned into an absolute free-for-all. And frankly, my theory is that it all started with this one fella who launched his coin $N-word and live streamed himself hitting Galaxy Gas covered in sprinkles saying that P. Diddy had touched him, basically.
Fuck?
What was going on?
What is going?
Which is great.
What
I
is
mean, what do you want me to
this?
say?
I was sodomized at the P. Diddy party.
Do you know how I got these scars? I got them through going through the trenches.
I'm a real ass.
If you haven't been through some serious things, then don't fucking talk to me. Real been through some real shit.
Frankly, there are so many examples of insane shit happening that I think it's time we bring back a classic for this channel, the Tom Dark Lightning Round Pump.Fun edition. Ready, set, go. So to start off here, we have this guy threatening to shoot a goldfish if his coin didn't pump, which
Oh
is
my
pretty funny all things considered, because he wasn't going to do that, obviously, but there were people allegedly who have threatened other animals, but I can't seem to find videos for that. Next, we have another guy who was threatening to go to a school and do something very not good, very classic move there. You know, you got to do what you got to do to get your crypto coin up. Obviously, this guy was just trying to be an edgelord, but people on Twitter ran with this one. But on the more extreme side, we have one guy who actually shot his gun out of his window every time his coin was being pumped, potentially into like a residential neighborhood. He could have had a real boogie moment here.
It done my
Okay.
bet. I'm gonna blow the bitch up right now. Just blew that bitch twin on bro. Just blew that bitch up, chat. I just blew that shit up, chat.
On the topic of guns, there's another case of someone who was just straight up firing shots in a park when his coin was being pumped as well.
Oh my god.
Y'all ain't gonna 8.
And then on the other end of things, apart from, you know, violence or threats of violence or discharging a firearm in public, you also have the people who started doing drugs on stream. There's this one guy in particular who had a very unique outfit. He was doing blackface. He was dressing up like a banana. And at the same time, he was also doing Fent, Galaxy Gas, and meth on stream.
At the same time?
We're going to end it with a double toilet shit stream. I wish it was a joke. It's not. Firstly, there's this dev who apparently licked shit off a toilet.
Oh,
It
fuck.
does look like
That's
chocolate,
so gross,
I'm hoping
bro.
it's not real, but it
No.
might be. And then we have this other gentleman who decided to stay on the toilet until a shitcoin titled Shitcoin hit a $50 million market cap. And when it reached 10 million, he decided it would be a good idea to shave his eyebrows off.
10 mil right now, big boy. 10 mil.
Oh, fuck. I didn't hit the F button.
10 mil. 10 mil. 10 mil. 10 mil. 10 mil. What's at 20 mil? I'll shit myself.
So yeah, I think it's safe to say that Pump.Fun is a very funny, crazy cesspool.
What
But
the
as it got more
fuck is
popular,
going on?
more clips started showing up on Twitter. It almost felt like people were getting infected with the crypto bro scammer virus. There's a lot of examples of this I could go over, but I've picked two of the best ones. One of them being this TikToker guy who initially got rugged and then proceeded to launch his own coin and rug people out of 12K.
Meme coin is a scam. I just made my own fucking meme coin. This is the next shit. If you trying to get rich, go buy these coins. If you lost any money from meme coin, this is your chance to make it back right now. Y'all dumbass really thought I was being serious? Fuck y'all.
Oh my God.
$12,000. I just 3x that money I lost. Fuck y'all. Y'all not gonna never hear from me again.
And a little bit more cynically over here, we have a clip of a 12-year-old that started going around where he talks like a crypto guy, essentially saying, yeah, I scammed 40K out of people. Game is game.
This is all for jokes. This is all for shit. But at the end of the day, I'm just making money over here. I'm just doing my thing. Okay?
Yeah.
Fuck
Game
you,
is
Sam.
game.
I rugged $50,000, okay? $50,000. Yeah.
As the craziness heated up more and more, Pump.Fun started to become a bit more mainstream. People on Twitter are seeing it, they're criticizing it. On the other hand, you have people who love it. There's a lot of people going to the site to
Let
try
it-
to use
let
to
it be.
pump their coins, obviously, because they see like an opportunity here to make some money. And then we also got some horror stories, some Pump.Fun creepypastas of stuff that had happened to people on the site. One guy claims that he saw an ISIS beheading video. I have yet to see literally any video of that still. I mean, I wouldn't put it past ISIS to do that, but I don't know if that exists. But regardless of that, it became clear that some of the more button-up crypto guy types that were in it for the long haul were getting a little bit annoyed with how insane Pump.Fun was getting. With one popular tweet from Bo calling out the site for allowing a guy to threaten to hang himself if his coin didn't pump, because there was like no moderation on the site. They would allow you to do literally anything you wanted. Eventually, as more and more clips came out and stuff was reported to the government, Pump.Fun was actually banned from the United Kingdom, which of course was followed shortly thereafter by someone making an official UK ban statement: coin. It's a fucking coin. As more and more people were talking about the absolute depravity going on the site, I guess a certain point was really reached where it became too hot even for the devs, and they decided to just pull the plug on live streaming entirely. It's not an option. We acknowledge that recent events on our platform's live streams have caused concern. We regret to hear some of the experiences that users went through and take this opportunity to address them openly and directly. From the outset, we've taken a firm stance on moderating for inappropriate activity. This includes proactively removing coin images, names, descriptions, comments, tagging any not safe for work content, taking down live streams, and more recently taking down videos. Our commitment to upholding a safe and respectful environment remains unwavering. Our platform has experienced unprecedented growth recently, with the daily number of live streams increasing by over 100 times in under a week. In response, we've been taking down hundreds of streams daily to maintain the safety and integrity of the content that the community sees. Furthermore, we doubled the number of human moderators and have continued to invest in improving moderation systems that help the human moderators tackle inappropriate content swiftly, as well as automated moderation systems that help us tackle
What the
this.
fuck?
As the most popular
Where's
crypto
my
app
manglers,
user-generated
bro?
content, we're navigating challenges that many other social platforms have faced during their growth phases, and we're taking similar steps to address the core issues. However, to ensure the absolute safety of our users, we're pausing the live stream functionality for an indefinite period until the moderation infrastructure is ready to deal with the heightened levels of activity. And obviously, on one hand, it makes sense that they would want to moderate the site a little more because obviously there's a lot of crazy shit happening, but at the same time, I think a lot of the appeal to the people that were using it in the beginning was that it was like a bastion of free speech, a bastion of just doing whatever you want.
That was not what I
not
intended
having
to
to
do.
worry about social standards or anything like that. You could just go there, publish whatever insane stream you wanted. You could do blackface on stream, and that was appealing to a lot of people who, you know, they were like, you can't get that anywhere else online, and to their credit, they are right. You're not going to get that on YouTube these days. But in the end, Pump.Fun is kind of a classic case of what the old timers call a zero-sum game. Others have called it a Ponzi scheme. That's not really accurate, but I think the real thing here is that the house always wins, okay? The game is rigged from the start.
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Still no Mangler.
Because the thing that not a lot of people are talking about is the fact that no matter what, Pump.Fun always gets a cut. It's not like a completely virtuous charitable thing. Even if the biggest rug of all time happens, no matter what, you can see that this site is making money based on their monthly revenue because they're raking in cash, averaging apparently 16 to 22 million a month. And here's the thing, I like the insane chaos of the live streaming. Obviously, there's stuff I don't like, which is like, you know, the illegal content that needs to be banned for sure. Animals potentially getting hurt, actual physical harm happening to people, shooting guns in public, that should definitely be banned. But there are some extremely, you know, very uncouth streams here that, not gonna lie, gave me a little bit of a brief moment of internet nostalgia that I thought were really funny. It's like I was transported back to my friend's basement watching fucked up videos online and playing Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But despite that, I do think for the time being, at least, it's a good thing that the live streaming was shut down. Pump.Fun is still a scammer's paradise, and I want to make it as clear as possible. If you're looking to invest in actual crypto projects, don't go on the one called Pump.Fun. Like, this is the same service that Boogie used, I'm pretty sure, for his whole crypto thing. So, you know, it's not really like you're going to get a lot of crazy returns from it. You're literally better off going to Vegas and just emptying your savings account than investing in any of these coins. And ultimately, I wouldn't be surprised if this site eventually got shut down just due to how crazy it is. But for now, it is a pretty funny peer into how the crypto world is, which is an unregulated, unsanitized, completely insane world online. Anyway, that's about it for today. Hope you enjoyed watching my video about it. Bye.
Wow, a Mangler is just not going to spawn, huh? That sucks. I'm gonna go grab something else.
That's Dr. Moline. Joined the physics team last year. Nice enough guy, but weird.
9. Oh, there he is. I'm not quite invincible yet, so I can't just, you know, do whatever. Jake Doolittle.
This dumb idiot masquerading as a medical professional while criticizing me for the same thing. If you know anything about lupus, dummy, the one thing that I've heard over and over again through this journey from people with lupus is that it takes a really long time to get a diagnosis because it's a strange illness. It manifests in all kinds of different ways, and it's extremely difficult to get that diagnosis. Most people, it takes them years and years to get the official lupus diagnosis. You bag loser. I hate him. I do. It's just so mean. In your so-called apology, you said, I apologize to everyone. Who are you apologizing to and for what, dummy?
So that was our segment on Jake Doolittle. Now I want to do a segment on Jake Doolittle, okay? It's a whole night, all right? It's a whole night. This is the video that he made on Ethan Klein, which is long since deleted. We've located a copy of it. I believe it came from Rob's Media's Google Drive. It is 40 minutes of exposing the man, Ethan Klein, for not having lupus.
Did I not ask you?
Yes. Yeah, that's what we're doing tonight, guys.
What am
Is that the
He needs
house
mouse
music?
bites. This vexes me. Yeah, we have a bunch of other shit here that I
He does
to
need
show.
mouse
We
bites.
also have Ethan's responses. This is like the worst Ethan Klein video that I was too busy to cover earlier this year. We didn't actually show this on the channel, but I mean, I guess, you know, life finds a way.
Before this video starts, I would like to preface it with a few things.
I have a charity, and you should donate to it. All of your money now.
Leading up to this video, I was a huge fan of the H3 podcast.
Everyone is. Do you love the rite of passage where everyone's like, guys, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm a big fan of Ethan Klein, and I'm a fallen fan. I'm a fallen fan of Ethan Klein. You ever notice that, like, every fallen fan of the H3 podcast sounds like this? And then all the fallen fans of H3 Productions are based like me.
When I was at my sickest, the podcast was always something that I could watch to make me feel less alone. I even remember saving up money from my first job ever to buy multiple Teddy Fresh items.
That's a pretty big waste of fucking money, dude. Dude, the only like, this is so fucking nuts, man.
More recently, I was on the podcast speaking to Ethan about an unrelated subject. I left VidCon to attend their...
What is he sick with? What could he be sick with, chat?
Lupus. He needs mouse bites.
Recent live show, and I am also friendly with a few of their crew members, but I saw a few very concerning things when it comes to Ethan.
Yeah, BPD is probably correct as well.
Ethan Klein's lupus journey.
Dude, he really thinks he's him.
And as someone who's been sick his entire life, I felt like I needed to make this video. Not only have I dealt with chronic illness, but I run a nonprofit where I support people financially who are sick and struggling. As a viewer of the podcast, if I were to stand...
I can't, bro. Why
Yeah,
is
the
that
music
so
is...
much better.
is fucking...
Dude, hey guys, I wanted to expose Ethan Klein for faking lupus. By the way, donate to my stupid charity. I can't get over how it's the same drama again.
Back and watch Ethan lie, saying certain things about his health that are just straight up misinformation, then I would be doing a disservice to an entire community. My goal in making this video is not to do anything but address what I've seen from Ethan and his behavior. Ethan Klein claimed to have lupus, made money off of it, and then admitted that he made everything up and self-diagnosed.
Apparently Ethan Klein is literally Boogie2988, alright? Only he didn't beat the surgery
himself. As I'm recording this, yesterday I posted a teaser to this video, and I've received more backlash than I've gotten in a very long time. So much so that somebody
That's
from
crazy.
the H3
Wow.
crew direct messaged me and called me insane for thinking this. I also wanted to...
Dude, this guy, bro, unironically hot take. I get shit for leaking DMs all the time. At least I don't go around leaking the DMs and then playing like the moral high ground, being like, I could tell you who said those. But I don't think I will. I'm gonna leak it anyway, but, you know, maybe if they piss me off, I just go out there and I say it, alright? These guys do all these subtweets and sneak disses and shit. Somebody on the H3 team is pretty naughty.
Video is not to do anything but address what I've seen from Ethan and his behavior. Ethan Klein claimed to have lupus, made money off of it, and then admitted that he made everything up and self-diagnosed himself. As I'm recording this, yesterday I posted a teaser to this video, and I've received more backlash than I've gotten in a very long time. So much so that somebody from the H3 crew direct messaged me and called me...
I'm sorry, this fucking intro song for this fucking video would have...
It would have been so good.
Unironically, I'm like swinging my head back and forth if he put that in. Like, it's not even a joke. If he launched that video and he started talking about lupus aggressively and angry the way he was, I think I might just side with him.
Insane for thinking this. I also want it to be known that I understand the other side of things. I get that dealing with health problems can be a very scary time in someone's life, but when the health problems that Ethan Klein is talking about are completely self-diagnosed with zero symptoms, you have to ask yourself.
He did though. That was the whole thing. He did. He even talked about it.
Clearly the guy who has Teddy Fresh, is a mega successful podcast that has survived like 50,000 cancellations over the years. Clearly that guy needs to fake having lupus to survive. There's no other way. Chat, does this vex you?
This does vex me.
On June 16th, 2023, Ethan live streamed an episode of his show, The H3 Podcast. The episode was going fine until Ethan said something unexpected.
This morning, I thought I had cancer for sure. I'm not gonna lie.
This morning? What happened this morning?
I got some because I did a bunch. I had weird blood values when I did I just did the whole blood work to test my cholesterol and stuff. Was fine. My white blood cells and platelet counts were high. So my doctor was like, it's probably nothing.
Dude, every single time you go to a doctor and you have elevated levels of anything, the first thing they tell you is, it's probably not cancer, but it very well could be cancer. And then that's all you hear. You just go, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I have fucking cancer? Holy fuck. How many people in the chat right now have literally had like a totally run-of-the-mill normal doctor experience, but you don't go to the doctor a lot, and when you do go to the doctor, you go to like a specialist and they're like, look, there's a chance this is cancer, we'll test you for it, and you sit tooth and nail waiting for that to come back. Or, God forbid, you Google ahead of time. Then you literally have cancer. Like, you're going to the doctor knowing, like, all right, guys, I have blood cancer. This is happening right now.
I have cancer. I am Boogie.
As a chronically ill person, yeah. It's always polythysemia vera, true. I don't know why COD is freaking out again. Let me reboot it.
But I can send you to a hematologist. Well, I wasn't super worried, but then I went to the hematologist and we did a whole bunch of tests. That was, earlier this week, and they started coming in. And so, like, here's one, tryptase. A lot of this stuff has to do with, like, leukemia.
Saying that an elevated...
Dude, you want to hear something funny? I had one count that was elevated in my, like, annual blood work, right? And I didn't know why it was only, it was like going up or whatever, like in like the summer, and then it would be back in the winter, and I didn't know what it was. It was elevated. It could have been like, fucking, I was Googling, like, what does this mean? What does this mean? Does it mean fucking leukemia or whatever? It turned out that the cigars I was smoking was pushing it up over, and I smoke a lot of cigars in the summer, which elevated my blood count or whatever. And then when the winter, when I wouldn't smoke cigars, it would be normal again. And I was like, holy shit, do I have fucking, like, do I have cancer? Like, that's what the doctor told me. He goes, yeah, tobacco has a chance that can, like, raise that count or something.
Case relates to leukemia is like saying that sneezing relates to sinus cancer. Ethan states that he went to check on his cholesterol levels and then seemingly read his own lab results and self-diagnosed himself based off of Google searches.
That isn't what he said.
A more recent test result that came in. This test is the one that Ethan runs with throughout this entire journey.
My Anna titer. This is also like leukemia and lupus and shit.
First, Anna titer make
dude, he's so definitive with this. Boogie's like, I have polythysemia vera. He's like, yeah, this is like cancer or like lupus or some shit, dude. It's crazy.
Makes no sense.
I would love to donate to your cancer lupus. Do you have a foundation that I can send $500 to?
The part that Ethan calls ANNA stands for anti-nuclear antibodies.
This is like when Jim calls his shit cancer AIDS.
It's an
and then you're like, wait, he's diagnosed himself with cancer and AIDS.
Acronym that Ethan pronounces ANNA instead of ANA, like most every medical professional does.
He's not a medical
adds
professional.
To my claim of Ethan searching his labs and not hearing the results from an actual doctor due to the mispronunciation. According to the Mayo Clinic, in most cases, a positive ANA test indicates that your immune system has launched a misdirected attack on your own tissue. In other words, an autoimmune reaction, meaning this could have been from anything, including asthma, allergies, the common cold, or even eczema. Keep eczema in mind throughout this video.
My levels are fucking insane, and the note says homie.
I gotta say, the main thing I want to turn around here is it's super weird to just be sitting on stream just explaining your fucking medical shit. I don't know, like, I feel like this is just like a boundary creators need to have, where they like are intentionally vague with shit like this, unless like I guess it's super relevant to something. I don't know. I think that people are way too comfortable giving like all of this direct information about themselves out to everybody. It would just benefit everybody. It would avoid entire situations where like schizos like this write like a 44-minute fan fiction about how you're intentionally trying to convince your audience you have lupus because that's the only way you could be financially viable.
Homogeneous and speckled exclamation.
The body's reaction to the common cold is not an autoimmune reaction. I'll take your word for it, Wavy. I don't know about any of that stuff.
Homogeneous and speckled is an interesting finding.
Yeah, he completely makes up a bunch of shit on
this guy
this.
with turbo AIDS, to be clear. I think that you should donate to his charity.
Lab result. In doing research, yes, homogeneous and speckled can mean a specific type of lupus. But there have also been many ANA test results that come back homogeneous and speckled.
Dude, it's heavy metal poisoning. It's always heavy metal poisoning. You don't understand. Okay, oh my, it's lupus. Okay, test for lupus. It's not lupus. It's test for heavy metal poisoning, and that you'll get him 100 times out of 100.
Where the diagnosis turned out to be eczema. Huh.
Well, I'll tell you just so you don't get worried.
Okay.
I wrote the doctor this morning. I was like, I'm super stressed out. Like, what's going on with these? And he just wrote me back.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel a little better. And actually, this morning I had a conversation with ChatGPT that made me feel a little better.
Dude, Ethan, stop net decking your health. Do not go to ChatGPT and ask about your fucking illness.
Too.
Oh boy. A conversation.
Oh boy. I did. I said, yo, doctor, it doesn't seem like good results on the taste test. I'm stressing about it. And he said, it's not a very high elevation. I would not be stressed about it. Still waiting for the molecular studies.
That's one of the big things that people fucking like. They get like a reading on something and they Google it and they're like, what does a high reading mean? And then they go, oh my God, I have X, Y, and Z. And it's like, yeah, but how high is high? Are you like off by a point or are you off by like 1,000 or something? I don't fucking know.
ChatGPT.
It's so easy to like, I have a cold, my stomach hurts, I think I have cancer. Like, Google is a fucking demonic entity for medical advice. You should not consult your Google search prompts to ask about your health.
He was like, it's probably not leukemia.
Oh, good.
It could be lupus, but I don't have enough.
Reaching out to your doctor after looking at lab results is exactly what they're there for. And the doctor said that there was nothing to worry about. But according to Ethan, ChatGPT made...
And by the way, all of this is Ethan disclosing directly to his chat that, like, there's nothing to worry about. Like, he's literally telling his chat the doctor says there's nothing wrong. So, like, I'm confused at what he's doing wrong here, other than being, like, a little over-talkative and, you know, getting super personal about his health stuff in front of his chat. Like, it seems like he's pretty fucking clear about what the stakes are to this interaction.
Him feel better, saying it's not leukemia, but it could still be lupus? I put this to the test. When talking to ChatGPT with the same lab results, the chatbot consistently says, talk to your doctor and basically don't take anything it's saying as fact, which Ethan had to ignore to get to this point. And from this point on is when Ethan Klein runs with this ChatGPT lupus diagnosis. Very quickly, let's talk about what lupus is.
It's the video essay thing.
Disease that can affect multiple organs and systems within the body. Symptoms include fatigue, joint pain and swelling, skin rashes, fever, kidney problems, chest pain, and more. Lupus is often characterized by periods of flares, where symptoms worsen, and remissions, where symptoms improve or disappear. Diagnosis of lupus can be complex due to the variability of symptoms and the fact that they can resemble other conditions. Doctors often rely on a combination of physical exams, medical history, blood...
No, he's literally house right now. He's diagnosing Ethan with not having lupus. He's like, Cuddy, the kid doesn't have lupus. All right, he's lying to you. Chase, run a blood test. I know. I've known what it was since the beginning of the episode.
Tests and sometimes imaging or organ biopsy to confirm a lupus diagnosis. Oh, and just like Ethan, I forgot to mention
wait,
it affects...
what music is this? Hold on, I'm having an autistic moment.
90% knee problems, chest pain, and more. Lupus is often characterized by periods of flares, where symptoms worsen.
That's too hot. Remove the coals.
And remissions, where symptoms improve or disappear.
Add more coals. Oh my god, dude. Hold on. I'm having a super autistic moment. Wait.
Ribs to perfection. They also recommend heating the smoker. More coals. That's not hot enough. Add coals.
No, it's not this one. It's another one. It's a how-to basic video. He used this music. I am not crazy. He orchestrated it. No.
Here, diagnosis of lupus can be...
I am not crazy. I watched this video like a year ago.
Take your schizo pills.
Cook for approximately 10 minutes until the majority of their liquid has released and simmered off. Place the mixture into a...
You're not gonna believe it, chat.
...bowl and put to one side. Next, we're going to season the tenderloin with salt. And pepper.
I am cursed with a perfect memory. This is insane. Dude, you just literally just got gooned right now.
Complex due to the variability of symptoms and the fact that they can resemble other...
Dude, you literally just got to watch a master at work. I just watched a random how-to basic video on Christmas last year, and I just remembered the music that was in it.
Ensure both sides are thoroughly covered. Next, add a generous amount of
What are we?
canola oil
What's
to the pan.
happening,
Bring
bro?
it to high heat.
We're not even
Then
watching
sear
it
tenderloin
anymore.
on
We're not even
all
watching
sides
what
for
we
a
were
couple
supposed to
of
be
minutes.
watching.
I told you I have a photographic memory for everything that doesn't matter.
Ensure you sear hot. This ensures that the mustard flavor is fully absorbed into the meat. Next, you're going to need your prosciutto, puff pastry, and mushroom mix. Before you start crafting the beef Wellington, you're going to need to tenderize the meat.
Dude, he's really upped his production value over the years. Dude, I showed that to my family. We were all sitting around. I'm like, I'm watching how to make a beef Wellington, Uncle. And he's like, what? And all of a sudden they just slinging the eggs. That's too hot. Remove more coals.
Conditions. Doctors often rely on a combination of physical exams, medical history, blood tests, and sometimes imaging or organ
That
biopsy
was like ASMR, clapping cheeks.
to confirm a lupus diagnosis. Oh, and just like Ethan, I also forgot to mention it affects 90% women, being 2 to 3 times more prevalent among African American, Hispanics.
Oh, wait. Dude, this vexes me. Dude, he's literally Dr. Outs. He's like, well, actually, Ethan, you don't have lupus. Why? Because you're not black. Okay, that's why.
/ Latina, Asian American,
This vexes me.
American, Alaska Native, Native Hawaiian, and other Pacific Islander women than among white women. With all that being said, now that you know a little bit about what lupus is, let's go back to someone who admittedly doesn't know what lupus is.
I don't even know what the fuck lupus is.
Why is he? Dude, he's quoting the idiot on the fuck. Like, Ethan is maliciously using his lupus diagnosis to make money. The clip of Ethan. I don't even know what lupus is, dude.
Lupus symptoms. I wasn't really. I'll take lupus over fucking cancer. Lupus symptoms includes muscle and joint pain. No. Fever. No. Rashes. Sometimes I get on my face, but it's been gone for a while.
That's where he's gonna mention the eczema. He's got eczema on his face.
Chest pain. No. Hair loss. I mean, look at me. Sun or light sensitivity. No. Kidney problems. Mouth sores, prolonged or extreme fatigue. Anemia. I don't have anemia in the blood test. Memory problems.
Oh, weird.
I have no symptoms.
Wow.
Because so ChatGPT is like, because you have no symptoms, like leukemia and lupus usually are accompanied with symptoms, then it's hard for me to
So
say.
what could it be? That's crazy.
Ela, that's a phenomenal question to ask. What could it be? With most lupus diagnoses being based off of symptoms, and according to Ethan, he has none. What?
I still think King of Nothing has the worst Ethan Klein video, but this is the most pointless Ethan Klein video. Imagine having like years of shit that you could swing at this guy over. It's old at this point, right? It would be kind of weird to start digging up the 2020 talking points or something again. Imagine, but like, this guy's such a storied history, and you're like, my takedown piece on Ethan will be that he faked having lupus.
Whatsoever, you would think this would be the end of the AI lupus diagnosis, but boy is that wrong.
Because at first it was like my blood platelets were super.
It's honestly, I gotta give him some credit though. This is like a wildly ambitious project. I mean, that's like a fucking crazy video idea. I honestly, I give him credit for trying it.
High, and my white blood cells were super high.
And that means one of those.
Not super high, I guess, but it was above the normal. And my
This is like the average intellect of the H3 Snark Reddit user.
original general doctor was like, it could be that you just have high values on that, and it's fine. So you can see my platelets are pretty high, 530. A certain type of white blood cell is just a little bit high, just a little bit over the norm. Get down to the trispate. This one stressed me out because it's almost double the normal range. Hopefully the doctors are listening. The anatiter one fucked me up. It says the normal value is between 1 to 40 and 1 to 80 minus.
I know way too much about Ethan Klein. I know way too much after
1
this.
to 320. The lab that did this, they wrote an exclamation in red after this shit.
So did he give you a reasoning why, or?
Not yet. He says he's.
I wonder if this is why he like pushed to lose weight, because this is like mid-weight loss,
it's not
right?
a very high elevation. I would not be.
Yeah, he's
stressed
doing good
about
now.
Good for him if that's the case.
it.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the molecular studies, so I guess there's more test
Like
results he's still
Ethan,
waiting on. But the
Ethan's good
news
now.
is my
Like that's
cholesterol's fine.
congratulations
I
to
don't
him
die
for
of
that. To be
cancer
honest.
before, I have a heart attack. So the weird thing about this is that I did a blood.
Dude, isn't it crazy watching? Someone just said we're learning about the this thing here before we get like Bo Black's medical history. Imagine if Boogie just did this stream instead of all the other ones, and that was just it.
Test a year ago.
Yeah.
And my
Why did you
platelets and
spawn
white
over
blood
there,
cells
dude?
Were elevated back then too. Ethan is being a little bit hypochondriac. Are you fucking kidding, dude? No, this isn't hypochondriac. Stop it.
According to Ethan, in the past he has had lab results where his white blood cell count was elevated, which I believe is connected to his GERD diagnosis because, well, later in this video his doctor says it is. Also, saying that you're not a hypochondriac and then following it up with this is wild.
Well, the good news is if I do have cancer, because I'm not symptomatic at all. So if I do, we caught it, I guess, earlier than I would have if I started having symptoms, you know.
This is crazy. Like, you're learning about cancer from some guy who knows nothing about cancer, which is actually kind of a cool idea for a show.
I mean, absolutely. But I think this idea of cancer seems unlikely based on what.
And by the way, he's basically established in his new video that we watched like before that he will just get bullied into conceding arguments. So I believe that he still defends this video, despite the fact that publicly he's apologized for it. I think that he thinks he's in the right because he's kind of just admitted that he's a gigantic pussy. So I don't believe his apology. I don't believe any of that shit. I think that he thinks that
these kinds of people never apologize and actually mean it.
ChatGPT told me, and the doctor told me not to worry, so I'm trusting him on that one. But if you look up all the ones that I'm abnormal for, it all is like you have leukemia or lupus. I'll take lupus any day, bro. Hit me with that lupus.
He keeps playing that one clip. Oh, here we go.
That lupus not only undermines people who have lupus's experience.
Dude, oh my god, this is like the soy tuber argument. You're making light of your situation that you're afraid that you might have. Well, actually, there's tons of people who have lupus. Like, oh god, fuck you.
It, I guess, earlier than I would have if I started having symptoms, you know what I mean? Absolutely. But I think this idea of cancer seems unlikely based on what ChatGPT told me, and the doctor told me not to worry, so I'm trusting him on that one. But if you
the whole ChatGPT thing is it's really dumb, but
lupus. I'll take lupus any day, bro. Hit me with that
lupus. Hit me with that lupus not only undermines people who have lupus's experiences, but also makes it seem like a lupus diagnosis isn't easy thing to come by. Also, he just said the idea of cancer seems unlikely based on what ChatGPT told him. But he follows up by saying, according to ChatGPT, he has leukemia or lupus.
Stop making commentary. Just stop. You're like way too fucking stupid to be making this. You know, it's like a stupid or malicious thing. We'll battle all night long. The answer is clear. Get a job.
This idea of cancer seems unlikely based on what ChatGPT told me. But if you look up all the ones that I'm abnormal for, it all is like you have leukemia or lupus. Oh, it also suggested Sjogren's syndrome. The ChatGPT suggested that, but I don't know what the fuck that is.
This guy's got African water sickness. I figured it out on Google.
Illnesses like Sjogren's syndrome that Ethan keeps thinking he has are predominantly in women, which he fails to mention multiple times. According to Johns Hopkins, most people who are diagnosed with Sjogren's syndrome are 40 and older, and women are as much as 10 times more likely to develop it than men. I'm not saying it's impossible to be diagnosed with it as a man, but you would think that if Ethan did any amount of research or spoke to a doctor instead of ChatGPT, his worries would be lessened. Also, with 0 symptoms, his likelihood of having any of these things is so much smaller.
Oh god, my boyfriend passed away from lupus within a year of being diagnosed. Sarah, don't say that. Block her.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Mute her, please.
I'm sorry to hear that. What the hell?
I'm sorry, Sarah. I didn't know it was that serious.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's serious.
Because, well, when I read about lupus, it said, like, I guess, like 90% of the people survive, which is not, I know, great, but...
It's not cancer.
It's not cancer, yeah. And it's treatable. It says people who get it treated can live a normal, like, lifespan.
I mean, yeah, lupus is treatable in some situations, yes. And Ethan's wealth would make the process much easier. But somebody donated and said that their boyfriend died shortly after a lupus diagnosis. And instead of empathizing, Ethan spews out more ChatGPT info he's received and says people who get it treated can live a normal lifespan. Getting into the next episode that Ethan talks about his health in, we get a few updates on what could be going on.
So I have 2 doctors. I've got my general doctor and my hematologist now, and I've been messaging them.
What is a
panicking.
hematologist?
So let's see who got...
Is that
blood.
like a...
Blood.
It has to be like a blood doctor, right? Is that a blood doctor?
Yes,
yeah.
it's blood.
Back to me. I mean,
I need 10 more on this PM9.
What is not wrong with me? Okay, now he says regarding the labs, the ANA is something interesting. Take this with a grain of salt with all the patient's symptoms before interpreting it. I think we are looking for a plausible GI issue that needs to be ruled out, as some of these diseases can elevate.
Alright, I don't want to fucking sound like a retard. Is It's not general irrigation, right?
No.
I'm assuming that's like it's
It can't be
It's
that.
general something. I don't. What is the I? Oh, it's gastrointestinal. Okay, sick, dude. That's great. I'm fucking retarded. Okay, cool.
A.
I'll remember that for next time.
Like possibly the esophagitis.
I can't believe we went from memorizing a song off of watching it one time on YouTube to general irrigation.
Yeah,
in
I'm
like a span of 5 minutes.
waiting for the hematologist, but he made me feel better on Friday when he messaged me. He says, I don't think this is a new and separate problem than the one we discussed.
Oh no. Ethan had
The irrigation systems are so fucked. True, man, I know.
already spoken to his doctor about his levels, and the general doctor said that it's most likely an esophageal issue, which Ethan has had problems with for a long amount of time. But a new diagnosis seems to almost excite Ethan, so much so that he runs with these claims for over a month.
He gets a sexual thrill.
After his general doctor said it's not something more than his prior diagnosis.
Cheers, my dude.
I love my doctor.
Cheers, my dude. Love ya. No homo.
He's so awesome. He's so nice. So nice to have a good doctor who, like, I just trust I just trust him that he knows what he's talking about and he gets back to me. And
Ethan claims to
Clearly you don't trust your doctor. Yeah, I kind of agree with him here. I mean, I guess you trust him, but like, you're also spiraling and Googling your shit over and over again.
trust his doctor and like him a lot, but on the other hand, ChatGPT is giving a new, exciting diagnosis. So I'll ask you again, why is he doing this?
It's because he's concerned, and you're overanalyzing it because you're, like, retarded. Donations and empathy.
During the initial stream where Ethan talks about his health problems, he received $1,550.42 in donations.
This guy is literally, this guy's obsessed with money, dude. It's actually insane. This guy had it down to the number of cents that he received. He's like, all this money can be in my charity, for my local charity, for my charitable endeavors, bro. He's literally pocket watching. It's insane.
These were either relating to his health or gifted memberships during the time where he expressed his
This guy calculated the cost of average gifted member prices, because I'm pretty sure you could gift higher tiers, right?
medical anxieties. Some of those donations gave better advice than ChatGPT did, but Ethan seemed to ignore them. They included things like, Ethan, don't look too closely at your labs. I'm a nurse, and they're often slightly low or elevated based on different factors. An exclamation mark just means abnormal, but 2 exclamation marks means critical. Or don't look too much into it. Wait for the doctor, please. And I'm a nurse, and the context of your overall health is so important to understanding labs. I know it's hard. Try to be patient and trust that your MD will evaluate the full picture.
It seems like he's not wildly misleading people. It doesn't seem like they're like, oh no, you absolutely definitely have lupus. I hope this $100 help. Oh god. Guys, I stubbed my toe. I think I have lupus. I'm sorry.
The treatment
you guys
is
have to
mouse
support
bites.
me during this trying time. I have lupus, guys. I have lupus. I'm starting a new goal. Just to it's my lupus that I definitely have.
Sometimes things will be elevated at baseline. Some of these donations were even from people struggling with lupus or other illnesses, telling Ethan not to worry about his labs. Sorry, I just wanted to jump in here for a little bit because people online are saying that nobody with lupus or chronic illness actually donated to Ethan.
Hashtag save Nick. Yes, exactly, dude. Seems like a fucking... Hashtag save Nick sounds like some shit they would do as a bad joke in The Boy. Okay, chill. Chill. Do you have monkeypox? Thank you very much, Toxic Manga to Hateful Brood. Thank
What
you
a
so
cool
much.
guy.
I'm gonna just clearly disclose here, specifically, I do not have lupus. I will never have lupus. I've gone out of my way. I've hired a physician to never prescribe me with lupus. Just to be clear, everyone's aware of this. I do not have lupus before I get exposed for this.
Thinking that he was
I have
actually
a
sick.
general irrigation problem or something.
I wanted
Thank
to read
you.
all of them. I went through thousands of donations over
I refuse. I will deny my lupus diagnosis.
for the 2 to 3 months that Ethan was doing this.
This is just a portion of
Never say never. True. Wait, I don't understand. He's like, oh, you have to listen to your doctor. Never say never. Maybe I have lupus. Ethan's just listening to your charity, little bro.
I recorded myself reading all of the donations from people who are chronically ill.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, I'm fucking sorry. Excuse me, bitch.
From people struggling with lupus or other illnesses, telling Ethan not to worry about his labs. Sorry, I just wanted to jump in here for a little bit because people online are
He's changed into a different sweater vest to talk about this.
saying that nobody with lupus or chronic illness actually donated to Ethan thinking that he was actually sick. I wanted to read all of them. I went through thousands of donations over the 2 to 3
This guy read thousands of donations in preparation for this video.
months that Ethan was doing this.
This is just a portion of them. I recorded myself reading all of the donations.
Wait, let me guess, is it on your Patreon?
From people who are chronically ill, and then it turned out to be like 8 minutes long, so here's a spreadsheet.
$20 on June 16th. I had cancer, dude. Sucked, but the science is so advanced these days, and if you catch it early, chef's kiss. $10 June 19th.
Wait, I don't understand what's wrong with that donation. If you catch it early, that's a chef's kiss. He's clearly explaining that he has no cancer diagnosis.
I have esophilic esophagitis and acid reflux. It is pretty consistent with your coughing up. I would get an upper endoscopy, and if you can't, and get a sleep study. $5 July 25th. I just found out I have stage 3 kidney disease. Chronic illness is tough. $10 July 26th. Took 5 years to get a lupus diagnosis at 20 years old last year. Such a long battle. Finding a great rheumatologist is key.
So then that guy knows that Ethan doesn't have lupus then. If he knows it takes 5 years to get a diagnosis.
Best wishes to you. $10 August 16th. When I was diagnosed with cancer, I had an ultrasound result that was sent to me with no context or doctor note that basically said it was probably cancer. I also got the results before my providers. If I were Ethan, I would feel terrible for receiving donations from people who have a confirmed diagnosis of something I don't.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, if you guys have cancer, do not fucking donate to me. In fact, donate even more, okay? Because I need that money. All right, I am doing crazy things at the Nick DiOrio Casino charity. So if you guys have any of these absurd illnesses, then, I mean, this is all I can do is start another goal, you know? There's nothing else I can do.
Just to do this for months to come.
Well, you've inspired me. I'm going to get a full panel checkup over our break. So.
I hope all you guys go do it if you can, because...
Look, all right, here's the pitch. Listen to you guys. Now, one of you guys could be, I don't know, like a fucking doctor or something, or you could have like you've gone to college and you're getting like this crazy degree and you're gonna go out there and you're gonna change the world. But I'm a commentary YouTube channel, all right? So who needs that money more? Let's be honest here, chat.
Yeah, that's true.
Here. Who's
that's
doing
true.
more in society? You wouldn't know anything about Mr. Beast if it wasn't for me, chat. If it wasn't for me, that dog pack guy would be making tons of money slandering people forever, all right? So think about that next time you think of like, oh, I'm a Harvard physician and I need this money. Now, commentary YouTubers are the most oppressed class, and they need all of your famous, iconic money.
It's really important. You just go in there. It's easy once a year. I mean, it could save your life. Genuinely, it could save your fucking life.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, we have good health insurance.
I mean, commentary, yeah, it's true. Commentary YouTubers are literally the backbone of the economy. I mean, there is like... That was almost a crazy shot, dude. Holy fuck, man. But yeah.
You're welcome, yes. And, well, hopefully you guys do too. Otherwise, then...
I just got monkeypox from Michael Alberto. No!
I guess you're just gonna have to fucking die broke and without doctors.
Die!
Jesus.
What are you saying, man? Ethan said this after already...
I think it was a joke because he played a soundboard clip and it was very funny.
Hearing about a fan's boyfriend tragically passing after receiving a lupus diagnosis. This is not the only time he says something about how having money gives you more resources for complicated health problems, but...
Like, Halo, more resources required. Reactor research.
Later, he takes offense when people accuse him of being in a better health situation if he has money.
You're rich, you'll be fine. Is that true? Is that it?
Now we move on to the next episode where I'm not kidding you. He reads a fan's Reddit post talking about how they have cancer and makes it about himself.
I saw a post on the subreddit and I just want to give a shout out real quick at the top to a fan.
Dude, all right, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's so obvious that being rich has like a huge impact on the healthcare that you get. Donald Trump got his ear blown clean off, and then like a month later, it was normal again. Did you guys see that? They literally shot this guy's ear completely off of his head, and like in the very next fucking showing, his ear was completely intact. No visible scars, no visible damage. That's I mean, surely the only way that could have happened was money.
Was just diagnosed with cancer, you know. I gotta, my heart goes out. It says, I've been watching H3 all my life.
Diagnosed with cancer, LOL. Is the
Honestly, having a scar probably would have
Like, I
bumped up
get
his
it.
numbers even more, to be honest.
That's
Could have been
kind
like,
of how
I
felt on
survived.
Monday.
Is that how you felt Monday? Because as I remember it, you were diagnosed with nothing new. The only thing the doctor actually acknowledged was a prior diagnosis Ethan has had for a while.
He says, I don't think this is a new and separate problem than the one we discussed. That's kind of how I felt on Monday.
Right.
And I haven't heard back from my hematologist, so.
I feel like that's probably good news.
Isn't hematologist the card? Isn't that like a magic card in Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, a spell card rather. It was called a magic card in the show. That like inflicts 200 points of damage to somebody. I'm activating my hematoma magic card. Didn't Joey activate that in like Battle City?
Joey activates his hematoma. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
Let's say
god.
If it's really bad, they'll like kind of be in a hurry to tell you, right?
Yeah, but
Oh
he's
no,
By the way,
bro.
this person has cancer, and I'm making it all about.
No, it's during the fucking when there's the, when Yugi's like shackled or something, and then he uses the Red Eyes Black Dragon, and he's like taken over.
There
He
was a
activated
blood
hematoma
card,
magic
yeah.
card.
I
Am
don't
wrong?
know.
About me.
I think he's
Moving
right,
past this,
actually.
apparently
I
Ethan
think I
asked one of
remember
his
something
crew
like
members
that.
to ask their family member who's in the medical field what they thought about his lab results, and this was their response.
Did your family member get back to you?
Yeah, he did, but
He
you're
mentioned my
not gonna
titter?
like it because
Notice how she says you're not going.
It's Hinotama. That's what it is. Hinotama.
What is Bunty King?
Inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent.
Nicholas Diorio?
That's what it was.
Going to like his answer? Could it be that she knows that Ethan has his mind set on a lupus diagnosis and this medical professional doesn't support that claim?
Go
I'll just send you the screenshot.
Not good, is it?
It's not good or bad. He said it's
Lena just framed it very scary, but no, it's not.
no. Oh, because I said you're not gonna like it. He said it's basically inconclusive. It depends heavily on the clinical context. A lot of people have positive ANAs and are perfectly normal. And some providers don't even order them because there are so many false positives.
Wowzers.
And
What about the titter?
What about the titter? The ANA test that Ethan received is the titter.
Dude, what about your titters? I don't know what that means, and it sounds terrible. Dude, he's just like, dude, what about your titters, dude?
The tighter part of Anna.
Dude, the tighter part of the titters. Yummers.
Titter that Ethan has been talking about literally
Dude, he just fucking full sail asked this girl about her titters. That's crazy.
just measures the presence and amount of antibodies in the blood. This would be like if a doctor said Ethan was 5'6" and Ethan questioned the doctor's tool of measurement.
But anyway, the point is, I'm gonna read it because I want to send love to this person.
He's gonna send love to her titters, dude. That's insane.
I've been watching H3
Dude, I understand why they're exposing him now. This guy's a fucking fiend.
all my life and found this channel to actually lift me out of many depressive episodes. That being said, and I don't even know why I'm wasting my little life. Come on, I have left on Reddit to post my feelings. It didn't take you that long to write this. Right?
Yeah, dude, Cam Nuggets is like, bro. Cam Nuggets hanging out in his Discord server of like gooning degeneracy. He's like, let me see some titters.
But anyways, I'm just typing words as I'm thinking. And now me are gonna probably die from it. And honestly, it's funny hearing jokes about it. See? And it takes away from the everyday nature of think about dying. God, I love you, H3 fam. No homo.
No homo.
And I hope the
Love ya.
podcast.
No homo.
Dude, Tipster's in the video. Tipster is in the video. This is amazing.
And I hope the podcast lives on for many years after I'm gone. Well, I don't know what your situation is, but we love you. And if there's a chance to beat it, I hope you do.
The person who posted on Reddit said,
I really thought he was gonna be like, that person died. Anyway, moving on. I really hope you could beat it. The person who posted on Reddit was killed. Tragically.
most likely die. And Ethan said,
oh my god.
Are gonna probably die from it. And honestly, it's funny hearing jokes about it. See? And it takes away from the everyday nature of think about dying. God. I love you, H3 fam. No homo.
No homo.
And I hope the
Love ya.
podcast...
No homo.
and I hope the podcast lives on for many years after I'm gone. Well, I don't know what your situation is, but we love you. And if there's a chance to beat it, I hope you do.
The person who posted on Reddit.
You should go on the Make-A-Wish thing and see if anyone will let you see their titters.
Oh my god.
They'll most likely die. And Ethan says, I hope you beat it, which I find so funny because Ethan...
Wait, I'm so confused. Yeah, what a dick. He should say, I hope you die faster.
Ethan is the exact type of person to get mad at someone for telling him, I'm sure you're fine. Oh.
Wait, that's not, I'm sure you're fine. It's, I hope you don't die. I'm sorry that Puss in Boots didn't, like, display that information for you.
Sure, you're fine. But why? You're not sure.
I think he
I'm
missed
sure.
that
No,
entire
you're
point of
sure.
the,
I don't
that
like when people
whole
say
thing.
that. I'm sure. Why are you sure? What gives you the right to tell me that?
In the next episode of his members-only podcast, Ethan gives us a dramatic telling of what's going on.
All right, here's what's going on. So I'm going in on Tuesday for a blood test follow-up, and I'm being referred to a rheumatologist, which, if you don't know, is a doctor that specializes in autoimmune disease. So it seems I don't think it's cancer, but I think there's a significant possibility that I have an autoimmune disease. And even more possible, it seems that it might be lupus.
No, Ethan, that's not how that works. Just because you were referred to a doctor doesn't mean that you're diagnosed with something in the field that they specialize in. Also, Ethan said it's even more possible that he has lupus, but from what he shared, that information has not come from a medical professional, only ChatGPT.
I think I might have fucking lupus. But the weird thing is that I don't...
Dude, he goes... Ethan says it's much more likely he has lupus. He's like, I think I have fucking lupus, dude.
Really have significant clinical
I think I have lupus. I'm not diagnosed, is what he's saying here.
Symptoms.
You can tell how disconnected.
I have no symptoms. I have no clinical symptoms. I think I have lupus. And then, like, there's one retard in the audience like, dude, yeah, no, you definitely have lupus. I've been misled. This is like so much not like. This is like what Boogie wanted us to believe his cancer thing actually was.
This take is because, as we will later find out, lupus can be a very difficult and stressful diagnosis to get.
That's the weird part about all this, and I guess it's making it hard for them to diagnose because we caught this whole thing by accident. I mean, I was just doing a random checkup, you know, just for health. I hadn't done it in a while, and we
Good news, I don't think I've heard him talk about lupus in a while, so I guess it's been cured.
switched to a new insurance company, which I'm glad they did because they're so much better. If I was with Kaiser, I don't think I ever would have gone through all this stuff because the bureaucracy is so insane.
I'm going to try to ignore the insanely privileged take that Ethan gave.
Insanely privileged, dude. This is such a poverty-strucken take. If that's a privileged take, you're poverty-strucken. Holy shit, dude.
At the end there, saying that the Kaiser Permanente health system wouldn't have helped him. The
I don't want to hear that from the guy who runs a fucking medical charity.
same health plan that 13 million other Americans are on.
And also his employees. Every single one of his employees are on Kaiser through Ethan's benefit package.
I mean, what does this guy want? People to not have insurance and die?
Thankfully, we have good health insurance. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes.
Well, I think we've learned this past week that people are not happy with the current health insurance situation in America. And I'll leave it at that.
And, well, hopefully you guys do too. Otherwise, then I guess you're just gonna have to fucking die broke and without doctors.
Jesus.
Moving on from this, I want to focus more on...
Oh no, he's critiqued the American healthcare system. Clearly, he's a malicious actor.
Him saying that there are 0 symptoms. It is very, very rare to have a lupus diagnosis with no symptoms at all. Not saying it's impossible, but with all the other things I've mentioned going against him, Ethan's lupus glory seems to be getting farther and farther away.
My only, I guess, symptom is that, you guys remember how I kept getting rashes? We thought it was from the fika fish. So I'm getting really...
Alright, that is some rich person shit. What the fuck is a fika fish? I don't even know what that is. Wait, why do I have self-res?
mild rashes on my face. You guys remember the one I had a while ago? And then I've been getting just slight rashes here and here. They'll go away. They're really
This guy's got fecal fish in his butt.
slight, but that's a symptom of autoimmune disease. Other than that,
Wait, now you have symptoms?
I don't really have significant clinical
Yeah, it's almost like he's just rambling and he's not giving any definitive statements or implying that he actually like has these diseases. He's being very clear about what he's saying here.
Symptoms.
We can either take this one of two ways. Ethan conveniently forgot to mention his symptoms over the last month or so, or he's scrambling to mention things that could be perceived as symptoms. Rashes on his face could be a sign of lupus, or they could be eczema. Jeez.
I had to eat a gefilte fish raw one time. That was not fun. People are saying it's like that's the only time. I don't eat fish.
I keep bringing up eczema. It's almost like that's what it could be.
Any bone issues? No, that's the thing. I don't have joint pain. I don't have bone pain. I don't have fuzzy vision. I don't have loss of vision. I don't have any of that shit. I have a feeling I have lupus. I don't know why. Have you considered you're faking it? I wish, man. I don't know how to fake a blood test, but I wish I could. Oh yeah, so that's another thing, like tingling in the extremities. I don't have anything like that. I don't have any fucking really symptoms. Like I said, the only reason we've caught this is just pure chance in the blood test. And you know, my mom has an autoimmune disease. She has like ulceritis colitis. I don't know.
I know that this is straying away from the topic at hand, but what?
Oh, please stray away. I need something else to talk about other than you being a fucking idiot.
Does your mom have? Don't you think if autoimmune disease runs in your family and your mom has ulcerative
Don't you think
colitis,
that would be the
you
question?
at least know how to pronounce it?
My guess is Lyme.
No, I fucking don't. What? What kind of critique is? I thought he was gonna say, well, maybe you have that. There could be what's the medical history? What?
Shut up, Sam. Why you say that? Lyme? I don't think Lyme disease can cause elevated antititer. Let me ask ChatGPT. I've been doing a lot of chatting with.
It's so funny because he's like disclosing where he's getting all of his retarded medical information from.
ChatGPT about this. You know what I mean? Can Lyme disease cause elevated antititer?
All right, we're going to jump now up towards his little conclusion segment, and then we're going to cut back to the part of the video we were just watching and watch Ethan start, like, responding to it. So we don't have, like... So we watch the same video twice.
The 11. And I think
they sent them a comp.
They had to do a kidney biopsy. That was not...
Wait, is this guy interviewing people with lupus? Hold on, I'm... Sorry, guys.
Their identities, but these are 100% real experiences.
Also, prior to
this guy's interviewing people with fucking lupus for his video.
being released, I sent an email out to the people who were interviewed. I let them know that I was receiving threats and people were diminishing my experience.
Guys, I know you're going to be in the video. I'm being threatened with my life for exposing these important facts.
Because I disagreed with something Ethan said. 2 out of the 4 people that I interviewed
oh
decided to no
no!
longer be part of.
This is why, like, I don't care about death threats online anymore. Maybe I'm a fucking asshole.
They're a dime a
for saying
dozen.
that, but God, these people use it as a crutch. Like, they crutch it so hard. They just grasp onto it, and they're like, wow, dude. Billy Bob H3 Snark Redditor alt account on Twitter said he was gonna kill me in fucking Nebraska, Idaho, dude. Holy shit, Ethan's audience is so evil or whatever. It's just I fucking hate people who are this sub-archetype of human being, who just fucking cling to it.
For safety.
I started having symptoms.
I don't know if you're gonna be safe telling me this story, ma'am. There's some pretty big stuff going on in commentary that you're not ready for.
In like late October, early November of 2018. So it came on right after I got into a car crash. For a
How many
long
more do I
time,
need?
We were treating the symptoms as if it was because of the car crash. Nothing was getting better with the treatment. My symptoms were getting worse and worse progressively.
And then Dr. House ran a fucking kidney biopsy and found out that I had lupus.
And I got diagnosed in late August of 2019. You know, I'd gone to my GP a few times. I'd gone to the dermatologist a few times. No one figured anything out. And then in July of 2019, I went to the ER because I was having chest pain. So I asked for a chest scan. They took an x-ray, and in the x-ray, there was like some cloudy gray stuff over my chest. But what the doctor said was like, oh, that's just breast tissue. Don't worry about it.
That's just breast tissue, dude. You just fucking did a thing on my tits and you're seeing breast tissue. What? Jake Doolittle. I'm hearing that there's some crazy shit going on here in the community tab. What the fuck? What the fuck is... I thought he was responding. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to... What the... fuck, dude? It's like a fucking double-edged dildo. What the fuck is this? Hooking you... Dude, this guy's talking about other people getting sponsors. I'm hooking you up with free toys. All you have to do is sign up. It's like a double-edged dildo. It's got like a spot for both holes. What the fuck is this? I actually do... Could you post stuff like this on YouTube? What fucking sponsor is that? It's not even Adam and Eve. It's Boule by Belissa. Is that for the bussy? Like, what is this? Why is he smiling like that? What the fuck is going on? What are the comments on this? Facebook mom pose with toys is perfect vibes for this. Well, this was a surprise. The engagement ring ain't gonna pay for itself. Get your bag. Jake Freak Little. Why? I hope your cooter is moist and fabulous. I don't want to say that again. Okay. Nice.
Weeks later,
I guess I got my other thumbnail.
my mom
saw it felt like a slap in the face.
Damn.
Here's what another person said. You can have lupus and continue to test negative for it. It is a constant struggle for some of my friends with lupus, but you have to have symptoms to even be diagnosed with or without a positive test. Inflammation does not automatically equal lupus or any specific autoimmune disease. This whole situation made me so angry I could not even put it into words, especially when people with chronic illness are already fighting so hard every single day to just exist.
Holy
Now
shit, he's
shitting
so
on it.
fucking
Another person
virtue
wrote back to
signaling
me
there.
and said he started off by saying he doesn't know what lupus is, and then proceeded to read every single symptom of it and say, no, I don't have that, which to most people I would think would lead them to look at other options. Just for fun, I looked up my numbers from when I was hospitalized, and my ANA was 1.
I just got the kill. I just blind fired. What?
To 1,280 and speckled. Another note, the test that is more specific to lupus diagnosis is actually the dsDNA, not the ANA. I don't want to denigrate how hard it can be to get a diagnosis for lupus, or most autoimmune diseases,
Yeah, dude, it's a toy for her titters, dude.
because it's really fucking hard, but it doesn't sit right with me that his reason for not being able to get diagnosed is that he doesn't have symptoms of the disease. He just has a feel.
It's so crazy. It's like, wait, so you're telling me that he can't get his diagnosis because he probably doesn't have it? And he's like disclosing that he has absolutely zero symptoms to support what he thinks he has because he read something on ChatGPT? Wow, this is very manipulative stuff. I am very smart.
Feeling he has it? I don't know. It's frustrating. Lastly, I sent in clips to a medical professional with 27 years of experience, making sure to highlight all of his tests and his symptoms. The doctor wrote back to me with these thoughts. Lupus is definitely a difficult diagnosis and not one made purely on lab results. In fact, the lab test results are many times very nebulous. So working with a physician to review labs, diagnosis, and course of symptoms is very important. People want a black and white lab answer that is a yes or no, but that doesn't exist for this. It also doesn't exist for a lot of rheumatologic diseases, and it's not uncommon to get a lot of worried patients over, quote, abnormal labs that really aren't that abnormal. For example, out of range doesn't mean something bad is going on. This is different from strep test, for instance, where the answer is strep positive or strep negative. Because lupus itself is so variable, many folks read about.
Click the sponsor link. It's his website, and you have to pay for shipping. What? Shop. Are you a human? I am human. There's no... Dude, there's no way. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Uncensored pic is on my Twitter. Jake is giving everyone a free vibrator. Enter your email to claim your free toy. I don't think you can do this. I don't think you can claim a free vibrator from this guy. I don't think you can do this. I legitimately think this is not a allowed thing to do on YouTube. I would be shocked.
Their symptoms on the internet and come up with the diagnosis when in fact they
do not put your email in whatever that is. It looks like malware.
End up not having lupus. In regards to ChatGPT,
no age restriction, true.
if I understood correctly, AI actually said it was.
That was the whole page, chat.
It's probably not lupus. So in that case,
does anyone have Chud Logic's email address?
I would say that AI was spot on.
Oh my god.
So I guess that's it. I have spent 4 months gathering information on Ethan and his claims. If all else fails,
Yeah, they just won't spawn. I don't know what's going on. No manglers are spawning, and it's making this incredibly difficult.
I learned nothing about it. So then Ethan Klein comes in swinging, dude. Oh, dude, the Jake Little Doolittle. Wait, look at this, chat. I didn't even show you this yet. My face when I'm excited to return to the podcast tomorrow. I will do anything to make this stop. The death threats, telling me to KYS, saying that I was never sick in the first place is something I can't handle. I was trying to make a video from the perspectives of a sick person and it didn't connect with everyone.
That was literally not even what you were trying to do. Don't even try me on that, bro. Don't even try me on that.
Like, what the fuck, dude? This guy's still a loser. Holy shit. And then we got this. Let's jump into, like, this is, like, the big part. Let's watch this.
Cares. Oh, God.
Lupus is a chronic autoimmune disease that can affect rashes, symptoms worsen, and variability in physical exam diagnosis. Oh, and
Don't
just
care.
like Ethan,
Still don't care.
Why is Dan so base? He just zoomed right through it and said, don't care. That's so awesome.
Forgot to mention, it affects 90% women, being 2 to 3 times more prevalent.
We have mentioned that so many times. So many times.
He's obviously lying. This is a girly disease. This is for the girls only.
Every time we talked about it, we talked about the fact that it's mostly women.
Lupus is like, hi, girl. I see you, girl.
Still raised. People don't know. And I'm inflamed, man. It's not nothing.
Let's go like
me being like, I don't have any symptoms.
Vision. I don't have loss of vision. I don't have any of that.
Wait, oh, I want to hear that.
Rashes on his face could be a sign of lupus, or they could be eczema. Jeez, I keep bringing up eczema. It's almost like that's what it could be.
Any bone issues? No.
Okay, Dr. fucking
Dude, he literally is trying to diagnose him with eczema, like more aggressively than Ethan.
Doolittle, the MD, the eczema expert, the autoimmune.
That's so crazy.
Expert. This guy is crossing. This is Dr. House.
I love him. I unironically love Ethan. There's no way, bro. There's no way. No way, bro. That's so funny, dude.
This man really needs to he's wasting his talents on YouTube. Get him to John Hopkins immediately.
No, that's the thing. I don't have joint pain. I don't have bone pain. I don't have...
Dude, that's so funny.
Fuzzy.
Look at me saying, he's being so deceptive about his lupus.
Yeah.
Cut to me being like, I don't have any symptoms.
Vision, I don't have loss of vision. I don't have any of that shit. I have a feeling I have lupus. I don't know why. Have you considered you're faking it?
Augie and Boblax are fighting on Twitter right now. Oh, fuck, dude. This is so bad.
Man, I don't know how to fake a blood test, but I wish I could. Oh, yeah, so that's another thing, like tingling in the extremities. I don't have anything like that. I don't have any fucking really symptoms. Like I said, the only reason we caught this is just pure chance in the blood test. And you know, my mom has an autoimmune disease. She has like ulcerative colitis, I don't know.
I know that this is straying away from the topic at hand, but what does your mom have? Don't you think?
This guy has a fetish for being the biggest moron in the world. You're really gonna say that I didn't say it right? Well, growing up, she just called it colitis. So that's, but I know there's like a medical term for it, which is like ulcerative colitis or something like that. But go ahead, Dr. Doolittle, and tell me.
Real quick, Cam is sending, even though he's not here today.
Oh, for real? We got stuff from Cam?
Wait, what?
This is awesome. With the message, you ain't getting in the club, pal. Emergency room, main entrance. Dr. Doolittle's bouncing. He's gatekeeping the entrance.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Pause. We're leaving this in the
Yes.
whatever. LMAO, you really dug through my... What the fuck is happening right now? Okay. One day ago, I completely missed all the drama. Why does everyone hate Voblax? Because people online see the content creators as nothing more than tools for their amusement. And the moment said creator stops being completely perfect, the internet will turn on them with such a toxicity that it'll make your head spin. That's sadly how YouTube drama works.
That's not even
Boblax
like what
hearts
happened.
this.
Boblax is a lying
Wow,
snake.
so much for that apology the other day. On a side note, how could a drama YouTuber who participated in drama for like 6 years even think about agreeing with the sentiment? Drama YouTube is too toxic. Really? Are you tipster now? LMAO, you really dug through my comments to find something to discredit my apology from last month. Wasn't that like 2 weeks ago? And this was the best you can... Why is he trying to make it sound like he's been putting his best foot forward? Wasn't it like... Did this just happen?
Yeah,
agreeing
exactly.
what a YouTube drama is toxic is like agreeing that water is wet. YouTube drama is toxic, and that's why I love making it. Toxic is fun. You can see he's doing his patented, like, Bo Black's autism agree to disagree moment shit that's gonna happen right here. Like, he just wants you to argue into YouTube being toxic, so it doesn't make this whole statement, like, super fucking cringe. That, like, he needs to move the conversation. It's so fucking annoying. Holy shit. Dug through the comments is saying a lot. Your videos these days get like 20. I can read them all in a minute.
Ooh.
1 more minute than you've spent on working on YouTube content in over a month. Dude, this is gonna blow his mind when he finds out what Augie's been doing last month. When are you gonna box Connor? He just quit training like he did with Internet Versus. Bro, oh my god, this guy is such a fucking disaster, dude. Why did you unblock me? With that being said, I don't think he shouldn't be allowed to have a career, and I don't blame anyone for talking to him. Hey Josh, can you unblock me? Everyone else got unblocked. Why does he still own Aiden? Stealing this old combo again. Jesus. What is happening right now? It's crazy how I've heard so much about... Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Bo Black's just fucking chimed in with his Destiny obsession again. This is so funny, dude. He's trying to pander to, like, the Kino Casino people who are, like, harassing Tom. That's so funny.
Oh my god, I have Manglish funds.
I'm talking more about the people who, like, the chatters who spam Tom and stuff. That's so funny, dude. He's such a malicious little loser. Oh, what is happening right now? Dude, he's just talking about Destiny again. He's just snapped right back to where he was a month ago. Wow. Funny how you and Nick still go after Bo Blacks, but won't say one word to announce Destiny. What the fuck? That has to be an exaggeration. No way! No way! I'm 100% missing context here. No way! I love how every December Santa decides, gets into major beef on Twitter. This is crazy, dude. What is wrong with him? He just loops back, dude. Shave the hair. Shave the hair. Be normal again. Shave the hair, upload Twitter Versus, and go back to fucking being everybody's doormat and just agreeing with everyone who's smarter than you says. Oh, it would really benefit your fucking career. Wow. Okay.
To the hospital.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Dr. Doolittle.
No, I think Kino Casino's funny. I always said that I think Kino Casino's funny. I'm really happy that Andy's been doing good again.
Come on, I'm sick. Let me in.
Wait, I didn't see this one earlier.
Yeah, there's another one
The
too.
Lupus Glory.
No.
Glory, glory.
What I'm talking about is like, hold on. This is what I was talking about, just to be clear. Where the fuck is the, this shit. Koki Tom absolutely destroyed by based and red pill Kino Casino, mobbed by PPP. The broomstick broke. Y'all downvoting me because I'm right. Keep downvoting me, sweepers. Like this is like gay as fuck, dude. I'm sorry. You sound like a major fucking loser.
GPT crowning you.
Just to be clear, I'm not dissing like PPP and Andy specifically. Just like those types of people.
Lupus Glory from ChatGPT. This is so good. That's so true. So true.
Oh, good.
I love this.
The
stuff.
loop is glazed.
I'm glazed up with that lupus, baby. Oh, here's another one.
It sounded like flamenco. It really did sound like a flamenco-esque fucking rant. Yeah.
Earlier from Camo, we missed a lot.
Oh, wow.
ChatGPT says it's lupus, Dr. Doolittle. I say it's eczema.
PvP's a showman. What can you say? No, he runs a great show. I don't know. Like two guys who were really struggling for a while got together and just made like a podcast that's been probably the most successful thing that came out of the sector in like 3 years, right? Like, is there any... All those other guys are like... Literally, Coach Red Pill is literally dead. Ralph is on the run. The Kino Casino is the only thing that, like, stayed in that community that turned out to be, like, successful.
That's a great good doctor.
You can flip it, too. It should be Jake. yelling at you, and then you and Dr. Han at the bottom just saying, "I have lupus."
Right. I have lupus. I have lupus. Dr. Han, I have lupus.
Fuck you.
All right, Google, come on, get your shit together.
I think if autoimmune disease runs in your family and your mom has ulcerative colitis, you would at least know how to pronounce it.
My guess is, what is your point, that I'm lying?
Also, that's so mean.
Also, again, have you watched the show? Ethan says everything wrong.
Yeah,
That's like one of his.
That is not indicative of anything.
Yeah.
Him not saying it right. So what? Oh my god.
But what is he? Is he saying that I'm lying about my mom having
Yes.
colitis?
Maybe. He's
Like-
kind of like throwing it out there.
He's saying if she really did have colitis, you would know how to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he is.
He's saying I'm lying about my mom having autoimmune disease. My mom, who's a big part of the show and talks all the time publicly, I'm lying about something that she would eat. And my mom is so naive. If I was doing that, she would for sure just be like, I don't have colitis online. Someone talked to her or something.
Right.
But no, she does. I'm sure she wishes she didn't. It's very...
All right, let's cut to his apology now, because I do want to hear this. The Jake Doolittle, my recent video. This is a 3-minute apology he made with a green screen behind him. Because every smart YouTuber who ever gets into drama finishes it off by doing a green screened apology, so I could Photoshop him into literally anything. Or rather, this guy makes like such good thumbnail bait for like covering his degeneracy.
Just wanted to come on here and address the most recent video that I made. In that video, I spoke about a topic that's extremely sensitive to me, which, to be honest, was my first mistake. I let my emotions dictate my actions.
No, it's not a mistake. You made a 44-minute fucking hit piece video on Ethan for faking a fucking illness. You promoted it. When people push back on you, you push forward. And like, this is a premeditated attack. This is not a this can't possibly be deemed a mistake. Surely this premeditated attack cannot be like deemed a mistake.
And that led to a tone that was confrontational and aggressive. My intention
That was your
to stand
your
up for a
point. That was
specific
your
group
whole
of
thing.
people. But instead, I came across as an asshole. I didn't consider how my words would affect others.
No, you didn't consider how your arguments were retarded. Stop fucking pandering to people. Your opinions are bad.
And for that, I'm very sorry. I've also come to realize that no amount of explanation can undo the impact of that video. And so for the discomfort or hurt that it caused, I also apologize. I recognize that my reaction was partly
Hey, thank you for the raid.
fueled by my own experiences. With my nonprofit, I frequently read applications of people who are in the most terrible situations possible. And hearing someone talk
Dude,
about
oh
health,
my god, all he talks about is this stupid
He has to
charity.
push it every
I
single
constantly
time.
read applications of people I can't afford to help because I can only do my charity once per month.
in that way really bothered me. But that didn't mean that I needed
So,
to
did you use more of them for for like fuel to make this video than you actually supported them with the charity funds?
post a dedicated video that just turned out to be me ranting about my own frustrations. I also realized that I shouldn't have posted the video if I can't handle people looking into my health history.
Wait, I'm so fucking confused. Why did you post that video and then go, oh, I really need to think about like the types of things this is gonna cause when I make these drama videos? And then like a year later, you started like sneak dissing people over not donating money to your charity, and now people are investigating your charity, and you just deleted another video. Like, I don't know, dude. This guy is like brain damaged.
And claiming that chronic
Good way to
Lyme
put it.
doesn't exist. I also sincerely want to apologize to Ethan for not considering his health anxiety. I took it as a completely
Someone said, why does it look like Boblax? This is literally Boblax's hair when he was normal.
different thing, and that only fueled my...
I can't say that. He said the only way he expressed he was non-binary was with his haircut, so that's technically transphobia or something. So I apologize on behalf of... I think this whole thing is retarded. I don't apologize.
my anger in the process. I
Dude,
understand
you should have known I was non-binary. Have you looked at my hair?
that looking
Yeah,
at an
dude.
irregular blood test is
My hair's
extremely
pretty long,
concerning,
but I
and I shouldn't
I
have
don't
commented
understand
on
how that makes
Having
me
been
Dude, Bolax's hair grew longer and he learned
fucking
empathy.
born
whatever.
into health issues,
I don't
I
know.
was numb to how startling it can be to be an adult and look at a blood test that doesn't seem right. Also, as a viewer, I can absolutely acknowledge that I reached out to them to try to work for them or ask for collaborations with crew members. But in no—
Yeah, you fucking spammed these people for fucking you like reached out to every single person on the show and wanted to collaborate with them.
You didn't even try to make friends. You just went straight for. Do you want to collab? Do you want to make a video? Do you want to make a video? Do you want to make a video?
Hiring me fuel this video.
I don't believe you. You seem like a very malicious person. I mean, this is the guy in the last video we watched from him. He's like, by the way, this guy was supposed to be my friend. Anyway, I have logs upon logs I can destroy you with if you come after me.
I've been trying to work for them through like a job or internship since I was 16 years old. I did not make a video 6 years later as a way to get back at them. My girlfriend and I are—
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't believe that either. I think it was fully made with malicious intent in mind.
Lastly, there's a lot of speculation about my nonprofit Never Stop, so I thought that I would just address those as well. The clothing brand started in 2017, like selling things to family and friends, and then in 2022, when I got a platform, I decided to give 10% of all profits to people in need. And then there was such an overwhelming amount of need for donations that I decided in 2023 to turn it into an official nonprofit so that people's donations would be tax deductible. Since Never Stop is a new and small organization, I pay all the startup fees so that the donations can go to people who need them. And I do hope that someday Never Stop can sustain itself.
I hope Never Stop folds within a calendar year. That would would treat. I would not be any happier than I am right now, unless Neversoft is a fucking
Neversoft.
It crumbles into dust and blows away within the next calendar year.
But it's just not there yet. To be totally honest, picking one person a month to give a few $100s to is sometimes awful. I want to be able to do more, and right now I can't. In closing, I want to reiterate my apology to everyone affected by this video. The tone was inappropriate and scummy, and that does not reflect the values that I wish.
What is the tone problem here? All of your arguments were bad. It had nothing to do with your tone. If anything, you sounding like confident before was better than you sounding like a sniveling little bitch right now.
Body as a content creator. I've taken this as a learning experience, and I will commit to never repeating this mistake. From now on, I'm going to refocus my efforts on the content that brought you to my channel.
I need 2 more because I think I've already got 19 Mangler kills on the
and
C9.
I appreciate every single one of you, and I thank you for your understanding during this time where I try to learn and grow from this experience. Thank you.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's take a look at some more stuff that I got here. This is the follow-up to that drama. This is the fucking false diagnosis drama. It's like actually insane. What do we got here? I really like both of these creators. Oh god, I hate when people start comments like this. But it feels like Jake thinks he knows everything about being a sick person. Everyone gets sick in different ways. It doesn't always show physically. He's essentially gatekeeping illnesses. True. Jake hyped up this video saying how the creator has faked a disease and how he has proof they were lying, but the hype was kind of misleading. And now knowing the whole story, IMO, in Jake's video, Ethan came across like someone who believes AI over doctors, which is still embarrassing and not a good look, and rich and out of touch, but we kind of knew that already. The whole thing is so dumb. Videos don't need to be made at all, but receiving death threats and stuff like that is crazy. I can't say I didn't expect this from the internet, but it's disappointing nonetheless how ridiculous people act over stuff this dumb. The entire situation is so chronically online, it's painful, but at the same time, it's a huge
to not having to do Mangler kills anymore, which is the only thing that's keeping me from actually like finishing this off.
And using ChatGPT is silly, but I think any normal person would be able to tell he was making a bit out of it. Who among us hasn't Googled their symptoms yet, literally? I don't care much for Ethan, but Jake coming at him for this, he needs to make another video. It's the same energy for any House MD fans who have made lupus jokes because of the show. Anyone that has ever joked about cancer or this post gave me cancer. True. Oh, please. Every time someone gets backlash online, they pull the, I'm getting death threats. Thank you. Thank you, worst subreddit. You agree with me. Jake does more invalidating in his own video than Ethan does by acting this way with the social contract that he has as a chronically ill autistic woman, as is every YouTube drama subreddit user. No offense to any of you if you fit that qualification. It can take years to know what's going on with your body. I mean, Jake posted a 40-minute video saying Ethan was faking illness to farm donations. Links to the video. I want to jump in.
Is this
but-
in his?
Okay.
It's on our /YouTube drama. Damn.
I'm not the biggest H3 fan, but this whole Jake thing was such a massive swing and a miss for him. It's kind of embarrassing. I get being frustrated with people misunderstanding his own disease from public perception, but he's acting like Ethan personally victimized him when he's probably having just health anxiety. Yeah. This Jake guy seems like a total fucking loser.
Yeah.
I don't really know how else to play it, dude. It's just actually super embarrassing.
Yeah, that's basically what he is.
He's done this now twice in 2 years, and it's like every time, like, I don't know. It's just weird, bro.
Please give me a mangler.
He's
Please
just
give
a
me a
weird
mangler. Please
guy.
give me a mangler.
I can't tell
Fuck.
if it's malice or if it's just like genuine stupidity, and that's kind of weird for me because usually we can probably decipher that a lot quicker. True. Define weird. True. True. I think that he's probably likely to commit mass murder. I'm kidding. That's what I meant by weird, guys. Totally. Yeah. Holy shit. You didn't cover the Doolittle D'Amelio situation? Is there a Doolittle D'Amelio that, like, he wasn't paid well enough? God, this whole thing is money for him. But
It's always been money.
Says Charlie D'Amelio didn't pay him enough. No thanks. I will not turn off my ad block for the Daily Dot. I can't think of anything but the millions you made off my photos. Like, this guy is just such a poverty-stricken pocket watcher, and it's so fucking funny. It's so funny, dude.
As soon as I get close, it just cuts me down the legs. It's so fucking annoying.
Who boasts over 123 million followers on TikTok, used photos in a photography book without his permission. He also said he wasn't compensated. He called out a now deleted tweet. Doolittle uploaded a video to YouTube explaining his side of the story and why he chose to speak out. At the beginning of the video, he explained that he worked with Charlie when she had significantly fewer followers than today. The photos that he took of her were just for social media use, which was agreed upon by D'Amelio and her team. He went to explain with emails that he agreed to not sell the photos himself, but requested to be notified if the D'Amelio comp chose to sell these photos so that parties could work something out. The D'Amelio team apparently sent back an email saying that they agreed to this. He went on to say that he worked with the D'Amelios on a week-for-hire basis from April 20th to July 20th, 2020, sorry. And all the content made during that time is owned by the family.
Oh, thank
the photo
God.
in question,
Thank heavens.
D'Amelio dancing was taken in December of 2019. So it was used in a book. While he is credited in the back of the book, he says he was not paid. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of shitty. He was threatened with legal action by D'Amelio's team and scared into deleting the tweet. I mean, it doesn't seem like you'd really have to do too much to scare him into deleting anything. After articles came out with his deleted tweets, they attempted to get in touch with Doolittle again. Within 30 minutes, I received 3 calls and 11 texts from the guys who called me the night before threatening legal action. At the end of the video, Doolittle clarified he's not upset with the young TikToker, but with a team that she's surrounded with. I feel powerless, and when it's me, a 20-year-old from Maine fighting, or whatever. So, was that, like, ever resolved then? Or did he just not get paid? Which I guess that's kind of shitty. Reportedly suing photographer. Catches heat for using photographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like he made, like, a really... Well, this is like a... I mean, he says he has it in writing, so whatever. I guess it's an email. But, I mean, this is just, like, you kind of have to have some self-respect for you and your work and make these agreements. I don't know. It's kind of shitty that she blew up and used your photograph. I doubt it was intentional. But, I mean, yeah, maybe it would be cool if she paid for it. I don't know.
Did I not ask you
As a very amateur model, it goes both ways. Photographers use faces and bodies in books and don't pay the model. Really? I don't know. It seems like a pretty shitty situation, but I don't know. I have to imagine there's more to that story. If that makes sense. Were the photos good? I mean, I guess they were good enough. They were going to use them professionally. Yeah, don't give photos unless you're signing a contract. I mean, that really has to be the takeaway there. Unfortunately for Jake, that's probably like the least bad situation out of the 3. But yeah. What is this? What the fuck is this? Someone just sent me an email, and they said they can't super chat, but they sent me this, and I very much appreciate this even more than a super chat. Let me pull this up.
Oh man.
What is this? Oh, Smaggle just sent me something. I'm gonna send this to you. So I can get it.
Do the possible.
Look at this. Give my shitty charity $500 or I'll tell my 4 followers you're a bad person. Who sent me that? I don't know if I could, I see your email, your name, but I don't know if that's okay to share your name for saying it. Fuck. Let me see if did you at me in chat before? Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. I think you're the same Rachel who emailed me and you're Rachel in chat. Thank you so much for the art. This is cool. Chat's like, dox them now. Oh god, what is this? Billie Eilish, ask me anything. My name is Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, this guy's so soy. I've taken photos for Billie twice now. It's been amazing. My website is jakedoolittle.net. How was Billie as a genuine person to work with? She was phenomenal. Taking photos for her literally boosted my photography. Dude, this guy's such a clout demon. Dude, how was Billie? She was phenomenal. It boosted my career dramatically. I can't, dude. It's so unself-aware. Do you have unreleased photos of Billie? And can I see one for the official Billie Eilish Discord server? Sure, DM me. Billie's actually is nice. Is she actually as nice? Yes. Think about it. I was 17, looking to shoot for her. Not much experience. Loved her music. Got to meet her after the show. Extremely humble and genuine. That's it. This is like a Bo Black's comment section. He did an AMA and got 11 comments, and 2 of them were him. Jesus fuck, dude. There's no way. Oh, that's brutal. He said she smelled like peaches and vanilla. What the fuck? Where?
Alright. There's gotta be, Sure, yeah. Indie Ditch versus the police. Yes. Yes. Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, this big fella on screen right now is the poop squatch Andy Ditch. Andy is somebody who has basically taken the internet by storm the past year, and it's because people are just so shocked and revolted by his story. A man who pretends to be autistic while also having a strange diaper fetish. He talks about, the normal diaper stuff you'd expect from someone who's into diapers would be. He also spent most of his days at home arguing with his parents and brother all day long, because you see, Andy is the definition of a nuisance, not just to the people in his household, but to the wider public as well. And my god, are you going to see that in full effect today. But I just want to touch on the whole family aspect of Andy, because his mother and father are 2 very elderly individuals. His brother, I think, is around his age, but these are people who probably at one time had Andy's best interest in mind. And since he has just shit on everything they've tried to ever do for him,
Literally
just try to act
sometimes.
like, well, I'm autistic, and be the worst type of person you can be. And by the way, that and autism doesn't correlate. I'm just saying Andy's a bad person who fakes something that people really have to go through every day. And because his parents and family don't take this serious or don't give him what he wants, at one point he thought it was like the right move to try to poison them. He may have put even like feces in their coffee, but he put other pills, some other shit. If you guys can tell me in the comments what exactly he put in their coffee, I'd love to know. And they got seriously sick from it, so Andy he really did that. And now he doesn't live at his house anymore. He's bouncing around from different shelter to different shelter. Recently he was in Buffalo, New York. After that he was in, I believe, Erie, PA. And in the footage we're about to see today, he has made it all the way to Cleveland, Ohio. And he's about to pull the same stunts that he does everywhere he goes. He's gonna flip out because people don't take him serious as an autistic man, and he's gonna put his own and many other people's lives in danger when he decides it would be a good idea to get attention from the police by laying down in the middle of traffic. And what's the most crazy thing about all this is that the cops know about him. They know he's faking, and they'll bring it up many times. This is a fascinating watch, because this is a guy who you might watch him and go, oh, he clearly has mental problems. But in this body cam footage, where the police themselves have said they talked to the Tonawanda Police Department in New York, that's where Andy's originally from, and the doctors and all this, and they've all said Andy does not have autism, and he never has. This is wild one, ladies and gentlemen. This is an absolute wild one. So if you want to spark one up and enjoy this, my friends, if you can, because I'm not going to front with you. If you decide to click off because it's the most annoying video I've ever made, I wouldn't blame you.
What's up, man? Severely autistic. From what we can gather, he's from New York.
Have you heard about this guy yet?
No.
It's all fake.
It's all fake.
It's all fake. He's from, yeah, that's our
paperwork from New York.
We went over in roll call. This is like from New York. This is what he does.
Okay.
Just play the game.
Talk to my family's autism. So then he's tried to get resources that way. And he had a guardian. The state of New York said that he does not need a guardian. He does not have autism. And then that's why he came to Ohio. He hopped on a Greyhound and came out here. I'm in the crisis intervention unit. We've been learning about him extensively today.
And they just went over about him in roll call too, so that's my first time dealing with it.
No, and I tried to make everybody, I tried to make dispatch aware. So once he wasn't getting his way, he goes, I'm going to lay down in traffic. And that's how he got everybody here, tying up resources. Right? I'm going to have a conversation with the hospital, and they discharged him. They walked up to the bus stop. They said, you're discharged. There's nothing we can do for you. And then he tried to go back in. All right, they were like, we're not taking you anymore. This is ridiculous. APS isn't touching it. Like I said, he's mimicking autism. The teddy bear, phones, all that stuff is an act. And we know that. I've spoken to Tonawanda, New York. They know him by name. First person I talked to, Andrew. So that's what we're dealing with. And it's really going to deplete resources unless we put our foot down with it. If you're going to take him back to Metro, they're going to know they just had him there. If they discharge him immediately, that's fine. But he's probably going to get a ticket.
Damn, they're kind of on the ball now, to be honest. They don't want to deal with his shit.
To give you a bit of backstory on why Andy's doing this, he spent almost 4 days in a hospital for no reason, all because he was just, he's a poor autistic fellow and has nowhere else to go, and he can't do anything himself. And they'll say later that he was really only there because he couldn't wipe. So he had nurses and all wiping him afterwards. It's gross. It's really friggin' gross. And they bring up how it's
Imagine how the nurses feel being having to do that and then being told, no, he's not autistic. He's fully functioning.
I don't know how recently ago, just a few years ago. He never wore them any time in his life. And then now he has a teddy bear too. It's just, what's he doing? Why does this just increasingly get more weird? The cops are bringing it up too, that this guy's just wasting resources because this is like a game to him. And he may have some mental problem somewhere in his mind, but they've done rigorous tests and found that he is not autistic. He was riding his bike years ago and got in a car accident. Maybe that could have messed him up in some way, but again, he was never diagnosed with anything. Medical professionals looked at him and found that there was nothing wrong with him, and then he just progressively gets more and more childish as to kind of stick it to everyone who thinks he's not mentally ill. I don't know. I don't know what Andy's reasoning is to act this way, but it's probably just that he's lazy and wants people to do shit for him. But who am I to say? I don't think anyone's ever gonna have a solid.
Maybe he's in too deep at this point. He can't go back.
Maybe you guys in the comments can let me know. Seems just really odd. I don't get what he gets out of this. You're just ruining people's day. You've alienated yourself from your family because you treated them so terribly. People with autism, Andy, don't just, poison their family because they're upset. You're doing this all for attention.
Dispatch slowed it down. We told him that we weren't coming out because we know the whole thing. I sent a huge email about it to dispatch. And that's where he amped it up so that we came out here. We'll talk with him at the hospital. Okay. Are you going to take him to Metro?
Did you see that? Did you see this fool? I just saw it. This is my first time to see it. Me too. This is a fool, man. I gotta see this, man. So I gotta know. Oh, he's already in there. Boy, that's boiling. I gotta see it. Is it? I gotta fucking.
They spoke to the Tonawanda Police Department as well and were told, yes, Andy does not have autism. Andy does not have any real problems that doctors can
Please,
find.
I just need these
But
last
he's
few
sitting here
kills.
now,
Please,
basically
game. I
crying
beg
and
of you.
freaking out over the fact that
I
they
just
think
need these
he's
last few
faking.
mangler
They
kills.
think
Just
Andy's
spawn
not
them.
real,
Please,
and
bro.
he can't help
Please.
himself. He can't do anything. Let me say this. He is about to, the cop that is about to utter a absolutely terrible word in front of Andy. And that word is something I just mentioned. Fake. Because if you dare mention that Andy is faking, he will not. He will go into breakdown mode. Not answer anything you say, not listen to anything you say. And the cop's about to make that big mistake right about now.
So, yes, the state of New York took the guardianship away because you're able to care for yourself, okay? So, right now. So can you go now?
Yeah, you said it'll be no.
No, because look.
You said it'll be no by fake, he said. You said I'm fake,
Here's the thing. We'll take you to the hospital.
You said I'm fake.
That's good.
You said I'm fake.
Okay.
You said I'm fake, right?
Yep. Yes, Andrew. Okay, based on everything that we've spoken with over in Buffalo, New York, and Tonawanda.
Are you fake?
Okay.
I don't want to help if you say I'm fake.
So,
I
Andrew.
don't want to help if you say I'm fake.
You've been to the hospital.
You
were at the hospital today.
You said I'm fake.
Andrew, you need to have a conversation.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I want to leave.
And you've been to the hospital
I want to
today.
leave, please.
You know that you going out in the street and laying down on the
I
street.
don't care. You say don't. You say I'm fake.
Andrew, could be a crime.
I don't know.
And it's called disorderly conduct. It's also called jaywalking.
I've been hit by a car.
I know you have on your bicycle. I know all about you.
I have trouble crossing the street. I want to die because you think I'm fake.
I know that's from your bicycle accident when you were hit on
say
a
I'm
bike.
fake.
Andrew, I know about that.
You say I'm fake. You say I'm fake. I don't want help.
We tried to take you to 2100 and you refused to go to 2100. Okay?
You say I'm fake.
To the shelter.
You say I'm fake.
So what are we
going
to do?
I want to die, please.
I mean, what do you even say to that? The cops are asking him, what do you need help for? You keep talking about help. And Andy he has nothing to ask for help about. He just needs it. I just mentioned that the hospital, he spent 4 days there. And once they discharged him, he had nowhere else to go. So he pulled this little stunt to hopefully get put back in the hospital. And again, when he was there, the only thing he seemingly wanted was just people to wipe his ass. I don't know if this is like a gratification thing, like a sexual thing to him, like he's into this shit, the diapers and acting like this. I don't know what this is. I can't wrap my head around it. Is it just a dude who doesn't want to work? Is it like some underlying health condition that even the best of doctors can't find? I don't know, but I do know this. Don't ever call him fake, because if he wasn't as riled up as he is already, you're going to hear him say the words, "You said I'm fake," a staggering amount of times throughout the rest of this video.
It's irritating.
If that cop is even in his vicinity, he's ready to tell him what's what. For this guy daring to say that Andy, the known faker, is faking.
I don't deserve it. You said I'm fake.
Taking the metro.
I didn't say I'm fucking fake. You say I'm fucking fake.
Yeah, right.
I'm fucking fake. You say I'm fake. I want to die and you say I'm fake. I don't need help.
You're going to the hospital, and then I'll talk to you when we get to the hospital.
I want to die and you say I'm fake. You say I'm fake.
I'll talk to you at the hospital, Andrew.
For what? You say I'm fake. And you will f myself after he deserves me.
Oh my god.
I don't want any help.
And now he doesn't want help. The guy who just wasted tons and tons of money on police resources and ambulances showing up, the guy who laid in the middle of the street to get more help, now doesn't want any help at all due to the cop calling him out for being fake. Screw everything I just asked for. I'm just gonna say now, no, I don't want nothing. You called me fake. How dare you? And that's the only thing that we brought up from here on out now from Andy. It's like everything goes in one ear and out the other, and maybe it doesn't go into his ears at all due to the big headphones, but you know, nonetheless, it's all he's gonna talk about. He's so caught up in the anger of someone dare questioning that he's faking that it doesn't seem like anything would get him out of this mindset. Like, his dad could call him and tell him that his mother is being rushed to the hospital and may pass away, and still he wouldn't stop it.
Went over about what he's all about.
Well, he tried to kill them in the first place, so I don't think he cares.
I faked it. The cops say I faked. I have a recording. I want to die because they say I fake. I don't need help. Your mother's on the way to the hospital by ambulance right now. Talk to this guy. You need to find a way to get to the Greyhound bus station. I say I faked it. I'm going to kill myself as they say I don't need help. I faked. I was trying to myself in the middle of a street because they say I don't need help.
Andrew, we are going to the hospital, alright?
I don't want to go to the hospital. You say you don't need help. They say I don't need help. Taking care of myself.
I fucking hate listening to Andy.
They say I think my disabilities.
Paramedic needs
I don't want any help.
to answer some of her questions, okay?
You say I fake. The cops who say I fake.
I didn't say you did. I never met you before.
The cops said I fake because they want me on YouTube. Police. The sergeant said I fake. The sergeant said I fake. It's too loud.
Try to bring it down a notch, alright?
I don't know where I'm at.
Imagine what kind of damage it does to a city to just have one person fucking stand in the middle of an intersection. How annoying that must be. How much time that must take to fix.
I don't know what I'm doing, okay? I can't take care of myself. I never could.
Bro.
My car's dead today because people put me in danger. They put me in danger, Dad.
Clearly he knows what's going on. He's cognizant of his situation. He understands what's going on. And he can clearly take care of himself when there's nobody around to help him. It's only when other people are around does he start doing this.
You won't tell them I need help. You won't tell them. Please talk to my dad.
Hi, Mr. Dish. This is paramedics going to speak with you.
I'll be honest, usually I don't get too angry on this channel unless someone's like a
No,
predator
but
or
Andy has to
something
make
like
it all
this.
about
Like,
himself.
dude, your dad is on the phone with you talking about how your mother's in an ambulance and she may die. Like, she is in a very bad shape. And all Andy can do is scream and cry and talk over him.
Imagine how tired the dad must be after all of this.
Mom. You know, he's never
And then just being coming to the realization that he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't fucking care.
But he's yelling at his father.
He's too
saying,
caught up in his
"Dad,
fucking
tell them.
delusion.
Dad, they're trying to hurt me. Dad, I might do like something drastic with my life." And his dad is going through hell right now. His wife is in an ambulance headed to the hospital, and he's putting all this added stress on him. He's just doing this for attention. Like, really, I asked that question earlier. Why does he do this? Attention. Maybe he has ADD in a very extreme case of it. But, dude, like, how are you going to sit there when your own mother, your father's telling you how bad of a shape she's in, and you're just, it's all about you.
He doesn't give a
It's
shit.
You just gotta keep crying, keep screaming, because if he's not paying attention to you, then he's not even helping you. Why should you care about him? He doesn't care about you. You know, your mom, she'll be fine, but you right now, you're the important one. And he's never cared about these people. His mom once fell, and instead of going to help his dad,
No,
he sat there
decided
and
to sit
criticized
down the
his
whole
mom
time.
because he felt that she did it on purpose. I mean, look at this clip.
Don't touch anything on the floor, please. She just fell off the chair, Dad. She wasn't even bending over. Yeah, you were sitting on the chair.
She said no, it's gonna snow, Andy.
Dad, why is the chair backwards like it is then?
Try to hang on to it, but she falls.
No, Dad, I was watching her.
Hurt herself, I'll break her goddamn jaw.
I was watching her. She was sitting on the chair and she fell off of it. Leaning over her.
I'll get you the fucking walker, just a minute. Let me get this shit thing out of the fucking way. Everyone is ready to eat and everything's gonna get cold.
Dad, she's leaning off the chair and she's going to bend over.
She does a lot of things. That's why I say you gotta watch her.
She's like grandma.
Yeah, I mean, every clip you'll see of this guy will just get you more and more pissed off about him. Like, how can you do this? Look at him sitting there. Look at his foot on the bottom of the screen. He's gladly just sitting with his legs reclined up because Andy's lived a very hard life. And he's so messed up that how could he ever get over there and help his dad, who has some, like, belt over him, I'm assuming for his back? The dude's
Yeah, my dad has the same thing.
He's like, it's your job, bro. Me, I can't do that possibly. I mean, look at the fake medical records. You know, the ones that don't exist. He's sitting there watching his father struggle, letting his father pick up all this stuff, and just looking at his mom on the ground like, who cares? Her fault. I don't gotta do it. I don't know. I'm happy he doesn't have a home there anymore, so his parents don't have to deal with him. I hate that he's on the street and he's the rest of the world's problem now, but really, that family, with a man like this under their roof who only cared about himself, and he wouldn't even lift a finger to help them, even if his mother was on the ground.
I hate that he's decided to pick up every fucking,
W for them for getting this
like,
man out of
basically
there.
what
And,
autistic people would go to
I don't know
for
what to say,
assistance.
now
Fucking
he's the
stuffed
Cleveland
animals
police's
and
problem.
headphones and fucking sheets and shit. So fucking annoyed about it.
Andrew right now, so we'll deal with it accordingly, okay? Yep. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry you have to you have to go through this too, okay?
It's Andy's fault, but if we can get him calm, the hospitals don't want to do anything or can't do anything to him.
Yeah.
We need to get him back to Buffalo somehow.
Yeah, I'll try, but sorry, I'm going in the hospital. I gotta go, sir.
All right.
Bye. No, I mean, it's just, I can't believe it's such an act. Like, why? It's such an act. This is something else. Like, he's faking off, but he likes his attention. It's like a sociopath or something. Severe case, probably something like, he likes being cared for.
I want to die, please, die. I don't want to be this way anymore.
You know, shout out to the cops for just handling this as best as they could. They know everything that's going on, but like at any moment they could just be like, dude, like, stop. Like, what are you doing? Look, I'm not a cop. I don't know how to handle these things or not. But I tell you what, these guys, they're doing their job right. They got Andy into the hospital to get him off the streets, and it just, they got the patience of saints, because basically their time's being wasted. There's real problems going on in that city, and Andy is not one of them. Legally wise, I mean, just as a nuisance, again, like he's probably the biggest. Andy now is sitting in his hospital gurney, being led to a room, while the cop is just telling another guy, you know, he doesn't get this. Why does he do this act? And basically, he says it too, is it for attention? And that's what I'm starting to realize more and more. It's absolutely for attention. I think anybody who's watching this now can tell when he didn't give a damn about his mother, and now wants these cops to just kind of bend over to his will and just send him right back to the hospital that did not want him back there. Again, there's not much they can probably say about it, but look, if I had this guy in the hospital I worked at, I'd be pretty livid. So again, shout out to all these hospital workers, too, for having to wait hand and foot on this guy for 4 days. God, sounds like a fate worse than death.
Seeing right through it. The doctor.
You're this obnoxious or you're this too much over the top. People know about you. You don't even have no shot.
Yeah, they're just going through it. So, doctor, like, he puts on this, and it's better to respond to that. No, nothing. It's all like they went through the whole entire process, burnt down everything, sat with professionals, and nothing came from it. Hey, let's try something else. Like, he likes being cared for, some other weird thing he likes, this type of thing, and the attention and all that. Because he's a colonist, got all the loud noises, everybody talking about him. Yeah. It's funny, we haven't dealt with him, but as soon as we're in roll call, they're like, hey, you gotta watch out for this dude. Yeah.
The police officer even mentions that the doctor is seeing through this. It's way too over the top. And Andy's sitting here just still doing it over and over and over. The cops are just having a conversation amongst themselves, talking about all the facts about Andy, and I just want people to understand that, because if you're still this far into the video and think this guy has real problems, like, he doesn't. He doesn't. This is like,
Never
he gets
has.
off on this, and it's so odd. Now he's in a hospital, taking up a bed that probably could have gone to someone who really is having a problem, and yet here's Andy just murmuring words and saying he doesn't want help when that's all he's been begging for since he got to that city. Andy, I'm pretty sure, is just trying to get adult protective services in every which state that he can. If one state denies him, on to the next. And then finally, the cop that called Andy a faker decides to make a terrible move, to walk back into Andy's line of sight. Because the second he does, you know all that's about to come out of Andy's mouth.
Don't have a seat in the chair.
Why? You say you don't need any help. You say you're fake.
Your primary. I'm gonna let you know the game plan. I'm thinking county with them, honestly.
For what?
Disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct?
Yeah. Just a ticket we're gonna give him, but we can't guarantee his safety. So we'd have to take him to jail. Everything.
He's was here for about 86 hours. He enjoys having our nurses change his diaper and wipe his ass.
I'll let you know, Andrew. Right now you're being detained.
For what?
You're being detained for disorderly conduct.
For what?
Okay, for what happened out in the street. Okay, there's a lot of people that called in. Okay.
Yeah.
And then also with what just happened here, man.
I can't help it.
Well, that's what I have to inform you that, all right?
When Claire sees the video,
And that is the arrest of Andrew Ditch. That happened last month,
Good.
I think on Halloween or a few days prior. And I mean, listen to the guy at the end. I said he was going to say it earlier, but really, this dude just wanted to go to have the nurses wipe his ass. And then, of course, when that cop came back in the room, Andy just immediately broke back into, "You fake. You say I fake. You say I fake." Somewhere in this, and I couldn't find the clip somehow. I don't know if I missed it, but they even say that he sprang out of bed, popped right up as soon as they heard him talking about this guy's faking it, just so he could start talking and making noises to try to get the attention back to him. Even when they tell Andy he is getting arrested, it takes him like 2 minutes to go, "Oh, the noises are hurting my ears." Like, he doesn't want to acknowledge it. He wants to bring the topic to anything else, and it always has to be about him. The noise is hurting his ears. You're saying that he's fake. He needs help. It's always Andy. Even when his mom's like really sick, no time for that. Only focus on me. And so Andy got sent to jail, got out very shortly afterwards because of course he did, and now he continues to roam the streets of whatever town he's in. If you see Andy
Feel so
Ditch on the
bad for
street,
these people.
just be known that, like, you know, you should probably get a close distance away before he decides to just do something fucking wild the second he's called out for being fake, or the second he doesn't get the help he wants, or the second his mom and dad pisses him off because they're not kissing his ass like the nurses at the hospital are, or should I say wiping his ass. Andy is one of the most, he's one of the most ear-grating people that I've ever covered, and I might cover him again. I don't know. This was a tough one to make simply because of how much this guy sucks, but there's a million great Andy Ditch videos out there for you to hear this guy's full story if you want to. And all we watched today, like the footage, that'll be down in the link in the description below. But, I mean, man, there's some stuff I cut out.
It's just... Oh, let's watch Top Dark.
Jake Doolittle is the gift that just keeps
I
on
can't
giving,
stand Andy
and
Ditch.
frankly, he's given a lot to me in terms of money. In fact, I think he's probably made me more money in the past couple of days than he's ever raised for his charity, which frankly I think is a beautiful thing.
You try to emotionally manipulate your fellow creators to not donating to your charity while I even make the video in public. So that's not what I was trying to do.
That was what you were trying to do.
Recently
That was exactly what you were trying to do.
Unfortunately,
Don't
it seems
even...
like he's been DMCAing people who decided to archive it, but thankfully I did some fair use content here, so there's no reason for him to take that down.
Have I seen the Tom Dark video? Yeah. I actually used to be friends with a guy who worked for him.
To be clear, he's talking about me here. Me and Jake Doolittle are good friends, alright? We're good buddies. And truly, we get to just enjoy his apology, quote unquote, in all of its perfect glory. We actually have access now to Jake Doolittle's stream response. I've got it right here. So I wanted to go over this. I wanted to take a look at it. This was from his Instagram account.
I think I've got 2
Labs
already,
Media
so I need
archived
what,
it, and then I
12
think
more?
Jake struck him down. But I'm doing transformative content here. I'm doing a reaction, so this is fair use in the most definitive sense. I'm not archiving it. I'm reacting to it. I'm giving my commentary, giving my thoughts. So I thought we would go over this and see what he had to say. It's 24 minutes long. Hopefully it's good. Maybe it's not, but hopefully it is good.
Hello?
Hello? Is he mewing? Is he mewing right now? The audio's so bad.
Oh, shit, that's awful. Hello?
Hello.
Barbecue. Hello, everyone.
Hi. I'm your biggest fan. Hi. How's it going, Jake Doolittle?
I'm in the hospital today. Can you please check your email? Probably. This is me checking in.
This is me
Just to
checking
give
in.
a little update, a fun little hello.
Why do YouTubers feel the need to do? I just don't get it. Maybe I'm not as parasocial. Why do people feel the need to like give an update? Hey guys, just want to give you an update on my life and how I'm in the hospital. How's it going? Was this specifically so he could like get sympathy from the audience by showing them he's in the hospital? What's the deal here?
I am currently looking into. Well, I dropped out of my college program because I can't handle it because of my recent health stuff. I released like a video like 2 days ago that was really bitter and
true
annoyed. So this is me just checking in, saying hello, apologizing.
Apologizing. He's so excited, dude. He says it so smugly. This is me apologizing. I mean, if you're gonna apologize, like, to be clear, I think apologies on YouTube are usually pretty performative and gay. Like, they're usually pretty cringe, right? But if you're gonna apologize, like, just do it on the platform where you did the thing, right? I feel like that'd be the way to do it. Or apologize personally to the people who you threatened to blackmail. Why does the angle cam look like he's giving you head? Yeah, good question. I don't know. That's a good question. POV. POV. I'm not trying to shit on him too much, but you know, like I said, it's very in bad taste to speculate about people's health issues. But if he's able to like make these YouTube videos where he like shits on people every day and sits in front of a computer, how can he not do college? I don't really get it. I mean, maybe it's just like he has like a certain amount of energy each day he can expend, and then past that he's done. But yeah, I don't know if he's talking about how like amazing because remember in his original video where he called people out, my problem with commentary channels or whatever, he was like, I made 73 videos in the past 6 months. Who does that? And it's like, well, a lot of people, but also the videos aren't particularly impressive, so there must be other stuff you're doing with your time, right? So I guess it was college, but I guess he's dropping out. He's done with that.
You know, I texted a few creators and said, hey, sorry about this, I appreciate you. And you know, it was stupid anyways. H3's live title is your name. Awesome. Sick.
Oh my
He's
god,
excited.
please
He's
just
having a
let
bad
me
day.
get...
So you had a bad day. No.
I just bumped my mic.
Poor
I'm just-
fella. Poor
I'm
guy.
just trying to
dude.
get
We
this
need to get him
last
some help. I don't know what we're gonna
Opal
do. His knee
done.
hurts, leave him
Let me
alone. My knee
update
hurts
my
too,
thing
'cause
while
I
I
keep sitting on my
wait
leg.
for
My
this
knee
to
also hurts
load.
because yesterday I went to the gym with my friend and he convinced me to do front squats, and I had poor form on one of them. But after that, it was fine. But it doesn't hurt that bad. He does look like a Pixar character. He kind of does.
Yeah, I think I'm just checking in because, you know, this is my third time in the hospital in a few months. My video was that I had to delete a video about Cody Co. Oh, it wasn't about Cody Co. I was just mad. It was a bad video, TBH. Yeah, and that's why I took it down. I mean, I wasn't.
Oh shit.
I was kind of, you know,
Oh,
I don't know. I thought
fuck,
I would talk
fuck.
about something that was close to me. And last time that happened, that didn't go well, so I do apologize for that. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm kind of just trying to weather the storm. You know, a lot of people are gonna keep I have backlash. Absolutely. And you know, you shouldn't feel the need to delete videos that are important to you. Yeah, but usually the videos that are important to me, like, don't get, you know, it's like a bad take usually. Like, people don't like it.
So did he delete it because it's a bad video? Or did he delete it because people didn't like it and it's a quote-unquote bad take? Like, did he delete it because it looks bad, or did he delete it because he actually feels bad?
There we go.
I'm curious who he apologized
32
to.
out of
I guess I'm pretty
33.
curious who he Because he like named specific people in the video where he was like, I'm gonna call this guy out if he doesn't donate to me. I'm getting sick of it. I have to destroy them in the public consciousness and show the world that these commentary YouTubers are horrible people who only care about money. It's like, first of all, based. Secondly, that's fucking cringe, bro. A lot of people like Doolittle even get popular. Dude, it's not hard to get like an audience on YouTube. Drew Gooden, it might have been him. It's possible. What are the big channels he's collabed with? I think his most popular videos are collabs. Yeah, Drew Gooden. Who else is there? Whoever this guy is. Who is this fucking guy? I'm joined by H-Thazi. So his most popular videos are collab videos. To be clear, he put them in the he put the popular guy in the
Also,
title, and then that got him views. I mean, the thing is, like, it's a pretty low bar to get popular, like, on YouTube. You guys realize, like, to have a successful commentary channel, you don't need to be like a particularly intelligent person. Like, you can just give a take that people generally agree with, or put like Lil Tay or whoever the fuck in the thumbnail, and you'll pop off.
Lil Tay.
I'm curious how his channel was doing before the controversy. So it looks like he used to average like 100K to, yeah, like 100K views was his average. He would kind of hover around there, sometimes get above, sometimes get below, but around there. And it looks like after the controversy,
oh wow, we're getting consistent spawns now. What the fuck?
But I mean, he's still getting decent. Like, it's enough views to make like doing YouTube a worthwhile thing.
I might get this done like
SNL.
right now.
He worked on Saturday Night Live. What? As a cameraman, then worked with Drew and Danny as on 2. That's how he got in the circle. Wait, he worked on SNL? Really? Modern SNL? Using TikTok to audition for Saturday Night Live. I didn't know he worked for SNL. Why would you want to work for SNL? SNL fucking blows. I'm so perplexed. He personally ruined SNL. He made it bad. He's the one guy.
You should go on H3 and talk with them. That won't do anything. I'm about to schedule fucking 2 more knee surgeries. I have no.
What is up with his knees? Why does he have knee surgeries? I thought he had chronic Lyme. Does that make your knees fucked up? I don't really know. I'm not like a chronic illness expert, so I don't want to speak out of turn too much here, but 2 more knee surgeries? What's up with his knees? What's going on with them? Did he fall on it funny? What's going on? Why is he recording this in the hospital? Couldn't this type of video wait to be recorded in a more private setting? I mean, obviously, yes, he could wait, but I guess he just, I don't know, he was bored and wanted to fire up a stream where he responds. I generally feel like if you're in a controversy, responding on a live stream is the worst thing you can do, right? Like, if you're in a controversy, I feel like what you should do is just, like, okay, look at the criticism. Analyze, first of all, how big it is. Like, is this worth responding to on, like, a level of, like, the popularity of it, right? Like, how big is it? Secondly, the thing to analyze is, like, are they right? Are they actually right, or are they wrong? Because if they're right, it may be good to respond and apologize. If they're wrong, it might be good to just ignore it, right? It could be the case to just ignore it. Typically, I think, unless you're, like, super in the wrong, like you do something horrible, the best way to respond to criticism is to just, you know, if it's good criticism, is to change your content in the future instead of making a very performative apology. Because the performative apology is usually not going to help you out that much unless you did something really fucked up that you feel like you really need to acknowledge. Generally, the best method is to just change your content for the better so you don't have those problems in the future.
Yes, bro.
Because usually YouTube apologies are pretty performative, I would say. I don't think he's actually responding. I think he just wanted to see a wall of text reassuring him. Yeah, I guess that's it. He definitely seems like someone who doesn't have a lot of, you know, real life buddies based on his content. And the reason I say that is not because he's a commentary channel. It's because of the way that last video was, where he was like so offended that YouTubers wouldn't respond to his DMs. He was very salty and bitter at that. It seems to be the case to me that he might not have a lot going on in real life, and that's why he's so upset about the fact that YouTubers aren't responding to his messages. That's my guess. I don't know, but that's my guess. But also, like, another trend I've noticed is, like, a lot of YouTubers who talk about, like, how much shit they have going on outside of YouTube constantly. Like, in his case, it's like this nonprofit, right? A lot of the time, that stuff is not as all-encompassing as they would like it to seem.
It's not as fulfilling as they like it to be.
I don't even care. I saw a video of him dancing. I would like to see Jake Doolittle dance. Jake Doolittle threw it down on the dance floor. Is this him? This isn't him, right? That's not. Is that him? What the hell? That is him, I think. He's got moves. Whoa.
Damn. Wait, what?
That's kind of fire, though.
Damn.
That's pretty good, dude. I love the fresh cut, looking cute. Can you show it off for the camera? Yeah, I'll stick my head up your asshole, Liquid. Yeah. That's
perfect.
That I don't
That's
have
perfect.
To. I haven't unlocked that. I don't know if I ever will.
It'll be like my 10th and 11th.
Damn. Tricky Tom should collab with a dance. They should do a dance thing.
H3's being a little bitch again. Is he really, though? I feel like if you're trying to apologize, but then, like, the guy calling you out is being called a little bitch by your comment section, you shouldn't just be like, oh, yeah, true. Based. You're right. Like, not really. Not really.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, maybe that's why the knee surgeries happen. It's because of the dance moves. You pay a price for swag, right? in this case, he paid the price for dancing like a god, for dancing like a goat. The price he paid was that he had to get 14 knee surgeries. All right, it happened.
Yeah, it was
happens to
fucked
the best
up.
of us now and then.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I completely understand people making videos about it, but like, I don't know. I am very. This is just going to be. Did I blackmail my friends? I didn't think so. But I mean, your takes weren't wrong though. I mean, my whole point was like not to name names, but you know.
But that's not really the point though, because you said you were going to. You said you were gonna name names in the future if they didn't donate. So that's kind of disingenuous off the bat, no? That's kind of a lie. He literally was like, I'm not naming names right now, but I'm going to. I'm going to if they don't start donating to my nonprofit, if they don't donate to Never Stop. It was like, dude, come on. Why is he showing his dick? He showed his dick. Why is he showing his dick? No, dude, stop. Get the camera out of there. Stop, man. Get it out. What are we doing?
You and Turkey Tom should duke it out.
True. We should duke it out, dude. Me and him should duke it out.
Creator clash.
We'll fight in the ring.
Yeah, it's just bad timing. Like, I really wish that I could take care of this stuff and then, like, mentally and physically prepare for, like, another online thing. I'd really like that.
In the Thunderdome? Yeah, in the Thunderdome. Take him lifting? I would if he wanted to. It'd be fun, probably. I think the way it would go is, like, I'd, like, try to punch him. He'd dance out of the way. I'd be like, ugh! He'd be like, dab on him! It'd be cool.
Fuck?
It'll be fucking sick. I feel like, honestly, if he did a response video where he just danced to that Skibbity Minion song, I'd just be like, all right, forgiven. This guy's the GOAT. Let him go, dude. He did nothing wrong.
My knees kind of just fall apart every 3 years. And so it's been like 3 years. I know. I feel like I need to take December's off. I haven't been able to record anything for like the last 5 days because I've been on the phone with insurance and doctors. We did get a lot of donations in support of Never Stop, which was great.
Really? I'm surprised that he did. Did the video actually get a lot of donations from his audience? I would be very surprised by that. Did he get a bunch of money from that video? I feel like even if hypothetically he did get some donations from the audience, I feel like long term it probably hurt the reputation of the nonprofit more than anything, because it just, like, people forever will be like, oh, maybe I should donate to that nonprofit, and people will be like, oh wait, the guy who runs it is like a schizo BPD YouTube groupie who is demanding that everybody donate to his nonprofit. I feel like it probably hurt him more in the long term than whatever short-term donations he might have gotten from that video. Like, I think that he probably shouldn't be the guy running that nonprofit.
I'm gonna have this.
Yeah, it fucks it over so bad,
which I guess
reputation
would be
wise.
good, but ooh, maybe this will help. I can't. The worst part is I can't take a break. Like, I financially can't take a break because shit like this happens all the fucking time. I end up literally just getting surgeries, and then that's when I have to take time off. So I have to like upload everything.
Well, the thing is, like, if you financially can't take a break, right, from YouTube, I feel like you
Nice.
should probably get, like, I don't think it's a good idea to be doing some kind of creative pursuit when you're just barely making ends meet. It's generally a bad idea. And on top of that, another bad idea.
Wait,
is
what?
when
Why
the
do I have
person
Opal
doing the
already?
creative
What?
Pursuit is like crashing out constantly. And, like,
Anyway,
falsely
I
accusing
think
people
that's
or
it.
blackmailing other YouTubers
Hold on, let
and
me try to get
donating
Afterlife real
nonprofit.
quick.
You know, I feel like
That
you need to
shouldn't
be a
take very
priority.
long.
Like, if you can't financially take a break, then don't make these like super critical videos where you threaten to destroy your friends. I have no cartilage in my knee. I've never had surgery on it. What's wrong with his knees? I mean, I have no idea, Nick. The thing is, I don't want to speculate too much on that, because like, he's in the hospital clearly, unless he's like faking the hospital visit and this is all some kind of movie set he devised. It's very unlikely that he is like faking the knee injury. You know what I mean?
My mom was helped by your charity. I mean, it doesn't. I appreciate it, but nobody believes it.
What do you mean nobody believes it? What does that mean? Nobody believes it? Nobody believes that you've ever gotten anyone money? Are people saying that the charity straight up has not donated a single dollar to people? What does that mean, nobody believes it? Dude, he's so like, oh man. He's like the definition of self-pitying. Literally the definition of wallowing in his own misery. Woe is me. My life sucks. My life's sad. I fucking blow. Well, just another instance of me freaking up my whole life. It sucks to be me.
I was on the phone with insurance literally all day.
Thank you, Mars, for becoming a member.
Trying to get some help, but that didn't work. And literally yesterday, I posted about the.
Bro's insurance is United. All right, they're denying that fucking claim. United was like, your knees hurt. I think we're gonna deny that claim. You need another knee surgery. I'm the United CEO. I'm like, hey, so you need another knee surgery. Isn't this the 14th time? How many knee surgeries do you need, bro? Okay, Luigi. He you know, took a stand against us. What are you gonna do, bro? You're gonna make a YouTube video about how we're cringe? You're gonna blackmail us into donating to Never Stop? Claim denied! Denied!
United Health guy. Yeah, and you know what sucks is like every single time that like there's a health thing going on, I'll post like a random thing, and then that's what will get me in trouble, you know?
But it's not a random thing. Like, it was a very intentional video. It's not like you just made some offhand comment where you were like, oh, I don't like bananas. And people were like, what the fuck? I love bananas. Like, that's not what happened. It wasn't like that. Like, you posted a really bad video. Yesterday's half-baked animation was fire. Thanks, yeah, it was good. If you guys haven't seen, once the stream is over, of course, highly recommend checking out this podcast. We did like a year-end review, because obviously we haven't been doing as many half-bakes as usual, or as we used to do, but yeah, we did a couple this year, and we did like a year-end drama review, basically. And the animation does look really, really good. Shout out to Magical Porpoise for doing this animation. You can see we've got me there, Nick there, Vega there, which, by the way, I'm taller than Nick. And really, Nick should be my height. I should be Nick's height. And Vega should be way taller. Because I'm like 5'10". Nick's like 5'8". And Vega is like 6'2", 6'3". So really, that's the way it should be, but whatever. We're going off my little fucking e-boy, femboy persona, I guess. Here we've got, wait, who is that? Who is this one supposed to be? I think this is Mama Max. Oh, that's Boogie. It's Boogie. It's Boogie. They didn't... He looks like he lost some weight. Here we got Keppels. Just a robot. Tipster right there. You see we stopped to take a look at Tipster. We're in the museum, the Hall of Fame. We got I'm Alex. I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick. It's a cartoon, it's not real, thank you. I didn't know that. Oh, there's Dark Viper. There you go. Yeah, it was a good podcast though. Highly recommended listen. Luigi had a bad back and still shot the United Healthcare CEO. Why is a bad knee stopping Jake Doolittle? Great question, man. Thank you, Kiko, for becoming a member. The real question is, can you overhead press more than Jake Doolittle? I highly doubt it. He's a strong guy. He's got a good physique. I've seen it. I've seen it in real life. Okay. He goes to my gym. He's strong.
I've had like 15 surgeries, and
It's all that belting
insurance
at those squats and those
questioning whether or
fucking
not I need an MRI, which
bench
is cool.
press and all that shit. It's
I love you,
fucked
Jake.
him
I'm
up.
absolutely rooting for you, and Hannah.
He's
I
too
wish you the
strong for his
best.
mortal
Thank
body.
Jake Doolittle's greatest detractor is not the YouTube community. It is his insurance. It is his health insurance. That every time he needs a surgery is like, but do you actually? We don't think that that's real. They're like, actually, I think chronic Lyme is fucking fake, bro. That's what his insurance company is saying. Finally clicked. He looks Jake like a wombat. He looks Jake like a wombat. I guess. I've donated gallons of my spunk to his ass charity base, dude. Keep going. He needs more spunk.
Go. I was supposed to work today, but I couldn't. I mean, I'm not going to name drop. I mean, literally, I said one thing where I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do if, I don't know what I'm going to do if Never Stop continues to have no support. Like, I've been reaching out to so
Tiger
many
for
people.
becoming a member. Bro, listen to the downplaying. I said
Shut
one
it down.
thing. No, the whole video was bad.
Do it
First
for
of all,
another
you opened the
charity,
video
one
by
that's
talking
like,
about a commentary YouTuber
you know,
suck 'cause
more
they make a bunch
established.
of money and give it to your non-profit. You then outlined how you actually have enough money. You don't actually need it because you have enough to cover the next year of expenses. You then went on to talk about how you're mad because commentary YouTubers don't want to do videos with you because you made a video where you slandered Ethan Klein, and you're like butthurt over that to this day. It's like, it's just definition of being a sore loser. It's sour grapes. It's embarrassing. I was dating a girl and was talking about streamers during coffee. She mentioned she liked Hassan, and I
Oh,
ghosted
wow.
her after
That's
the
done.
date ended. Thanks for the dono. This
Sick.
is going to Tom's charity, the car fund. Thank you. Very true. Thank you, Autopsy. It's meant to say Jake looks like a wombat. Google a wombat. Oh, I kind of like the way this thing looks though. I think it might be too much of a compliment. This wombat, I kind of like whatever this is. Oh, look, they have like a big nose.
They look kinda
just like
cool.
me. Look at this thing. This thing's cool. I like this. I'm a fan of the wombat. All right. Do not. The wombats don't claim Jake Doolittle. Do not besmirch the reputation of wombats.
I've had 9 knee surgeries, so this will be. Is there any way you could do a backlog of videos to upload when you're down? The worst part is like, am I in the hospital? Yes. The worst part is like I try to do a backlog, and then I'll like grind out videos, and then I'll like make a video where I'm like, hey,
Oh my goodness,
feel
look at
live
it.
alone,
It's
and,
so
and it was
pretty.
about like Never Stop and trying to.
Bro, he's trying to downplay it so hard. He said he would apologize.
I'm
if
so
someone
close
just
to
met
Nebula
Irie or
now,
something.
bro.
He's downplaying
It's
the
so
controversy
close.
so much.
It's gonna take me like
when
4
this
more
guy gets
hours
called out, he
though,
has to
and then I can get
misrepresent
all these
what he
done if
actually
I just
did.
bang them
Kinda
out
looks
one
more
after
like a
another.
koala.
But
I like koalas,
excluding
though.
mystery
Yeah,
box
do not
times
besmirch
anyway,
the animal
then
kingdom. Do not
that's a
associate
completely
him with him.
different
He's
thing.
his own guy. He's a Doolittle. All right. And he really.
But yeah, we're very, 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 very close. I can bang out these mystery box or these things really easy because they don't take very long, to be honest. That was what, like 10 minutes per gun? That's not bad. That's 330, 5 hours. Yeah, that's easy. I think I can do that. And then I could go do Nebula grind. Do I just want to get Nebula, or do I want to get Nebula on everything? Is the question, though. Tis the question. Because then you have to triple pack a bunch of everything, and you need to get them all gold ranked to grind out the red guys, the elite enemies. Which, you know, that's not very fun. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get everything done, all of them. But yeah, goodbye. I'll talk to you guys later.